Hello, and welcome back to Dirty 20s. Apologies for the ridiculous delay, technical shit. We are a group of, 20-somethings D&D kit players. We've been playing at this for years. I've been DMing for almost 4 now. We've been wanting to do this for a while. We've got tonight Sophia, we have Morgan, we have Lewis, and we have Maris. Unfortunately, Blake is unable to join us. He is at, some sort of music festival of some sort. But we don't really have any sponsors or announcements, so I think we're just going to kind of get right into the game. Does anyone else have anything that they want to say, or are we just finally ready to start tonight?
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Start.
All right. Then let us begin Session 2 of Icarius, the Black Between the Stars. Last time, you all began in the Hotel Majestic. The last of you had arrived and would soon be forcibly kept there by a strange alien woman, a Githyanki named Vitra. She said that someone on the premises planned to murder someone, and that the 5 of you were the only ones she could be certain were not the infiltrator. So she forcibly requested that you aid her in either the capture or killing of the Mind Flayer agent, and that in doing so you would be rewarded with coin. And with that, you set out to uncover the identity of the would-be murderer. Bellaris and Mayvice initially set out to learn what they could from the bartender, while the other 3, Hooten, Dr. Enya Hadley, and Marielle, went to speak with the band, specifically their bassist, a tiefling named Vice. She told them that nothing seemed off to her, but she only just got there, and wasn't really sure what the norm was. Later, Team 1 would go to speak with the front desk and concierge to attempt to get guest records of the individual from when he arrived, learning from the bartender that someone strange passed by and vanished just as the Gith entered the room. What they found at the front desk, though, was interesting. The paper records had been wiped clean, and digital records were never made. However, at their suggestion, they looked over the security footage, and they found that the stranger went into the dining area, and from there entered the kitchen, so they followed suit. The group then met back up, and 4 of the 5 went to the kitchen, while Dr. Hadley went to see if any shop owners had noticed anything off. In the kitchen, you all spoke with the 4 members currently there, and eventually narrowed it down to the dishwasher, a Goliath named Arthak. You kept pushing until he slipped, played dumb, and got found out. He then went invisible, and only Hooten managed to get a hold of his sound until he reached the 3rd floor. There, he cast Hold Person on him, and began to make a plea of reason to you all. How he had done nothing wrong and was actually just trying to hide from the crazy lady trying to kill him. She said enough to this, though, Vitra, and you cast Entangle on them both. They resisted, and the changeling went invisible again, escaping for real this time. You all then set about with a plan to learn the truth. You would lure Vitra into an ambush, and if she refused to tell you, you would capture her and make her. Once you got her alone, though, she revealed the real plan, and why she kept it from you. The assassin was ideologically very similar to her, and she realized this after some insightful comments from you all. But he was much more aggressive in his plays and his beliefs. He was to bring about war in the Icarius galaxy and weaken all trusts, just in time for his bosses to come in and restore it as a unifying force. Vitra too wants unification, but her masters would not force it on those who did not infringe upon them first. And she then revealed why she kept all of this hidden. Fear and panic. If she said the truth, the targets would be afraid, refuse their help, and likely get themselves killed because of that. So with all of the cards on the table, and reason seemingly being established, a second Vitra burst into the room, much like she did mere hours ago in the dining area, and began to say the code phrase. Realizing this was a problem, and you may have just been swayed in the wrong direction, Dr. Hadley cast command on Vitra, the first one, and told her to confess, and she said that she was the real Vitra. Combat then ensued. After a near-death encounter, for Vitra, you all were fine, you defeated the Changeling, who, with his dying breaths, said, "Enjoy living in their world." You got the real Vitra to the medic, where she revealed that you both were and were not free. You could leave and do whatever you wanted, but one day she would come calling again. You said screw that, though, and were ready to refuse her payment if it meant more forced work. She saw spirit in this, though, insisted you take the money, and said that she would try to understand more about why you acted the way that you do. You all then realized that you were loners, most of you had no way off of this rock, and you all needed money. So you decided to stick together and head out to find more adventure and coin elsewhere. And that's where we ended, with you all reaching level 3. Now that we're here, you are in the Hotel Majestic. It is about... I mean, the clocks say 10, but what is time? You all could be tired, you could not be. You could have woken up at 4, who would care? What do you all want to do? And now that you're really, truly free, you could go anywhere or do anything.
Well, did we kind of leave off talking about sticking together?
You did. You said that perhaps together you could make more money, like you just did. Because normally a lot of you would be individual, collectors, is a perhaps a good way of saying it.
Well, I feel like before we go on another, money-making adventure situation, we should maybe get to know each other a little more. But didn't you mention, you have something for us to go do, maybe?
The means of maybe getting something to do. We could talk about it over dinner if y'all wanted. I mean, we just made quite a bit of coin. We could trade ourselves.
I like that
I'm
idea.
cool with that.
I do think that we should have this conversation more in a private setting. How about we all get a room and order some room service for this?
Okay. How trash was Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was wondering if maybe the dining room has a private dining area.
Ooh, does it? That'd be fun.
That would work too.
Sometimes places have that.
So, I will pull the map of the area up and sort of explain how these things can work. Because I'm going to get the tabletop screen up, and we are going to... objects, components, boards, custom. Here.
These types of open conversations tend to attract some unwanted attention. So
Yes, usually.
Oh,
You're completely right.
And now we wait.
If all else fails, we could always... How messed up was my room after the combat? Probably a little broken.
So, after the combat, I mean, you guys have not really reported it. There is well, the body's probably been moved from there to sort of a hotel morgue.
We had to tell somebody about the fact there was a dead dude there, right? But the nurse came, so they had to know.
Yes, they did know. So, I would say then, I mean, your room is not in a good state. They probably offered to move you to a different room.
Okay. Well, either way, we could always go to somebody's room and get room service if somebody has
Yeah,
a
we have
suite.
4 different rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, if they do have a private
Yes.
dining area, that would be sick.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I wrote too big with Sharpie. What's the Latin for the speak with animals spell?
Oh, I believe it was locutus est animalis.
Okay. I couldn't tell if I wrote over an S or not. And I tried looking it up, but nothing I found online.
So obviously, no map is perfect. But this was sort of my rough approximation if anything happened within the dining area. So it's like I said, you go in and then the bar is on the far right, stage is at the back, tables are all around here. There's sort of a, pick and choose buffet because it's a hotel. They're not exactly I mean, they do special requests, but they don't do special requests without a significant upcharge. They would be happy for also an upcharge to curtain off a section for you all.
See, can I negotiate with someone? Because I feel like we
Yes.
just saved everyone's life.
You may, but I was simply answering your question of, do they do private tables? Yes, they do. If you would like to
Okay,
speak with
perfect.
someone, currently you are all off of the map. You are all this direction towards the med bay, which I don't have a map for the med bay or the shops because nothing much is going to happen there.
Yeah.
But just in case something happened here, or one person starts to drown because there's the pool. Also, that blue was way more blue when I made it on the map. When I made it in Dungeon Draft.
That's okay.
It's a little green now.
Oh, I messed this up for myself.
Do we want to pay extra for the curtained off room? Or
I mean, yes, but like I feel like we should negotiate first
Okay.
because we truly did just
Yeah.
save everyone's
So.
ass. So
It is very
dude,
late. It
yeah.
is very late at night as you enter into the dining area to attempt to get some sort of a better space to talk than someone's room. You come in and you see two people at the bar. There is no bartender currently. There is a robot, not quite a warforged, not a sentient construct, more like a computer-driven machine, who is currently making drinks, perhaps not as eloquently as Grumac. But there are no people at tables at the moment. So, because it's like 10 o'clock, you
We
guys
probably
pretty much got the
wouldn't
dining
even-
area
yeah.
to yourself.
Yeah. We wouldn't
okay,
even really have
well
to pay
in that
extra.
case,
Would you just like
Yeah.
to pick a table at the far side then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we pick like one of the corners? or
yeah,
something?
and
So,
yeah, and if anyone like does come in and gets all nosy, we can always ask. But yeah, there's
Yeah.
no point in.
Or we can go up to somebody else's room after we're done eating too, and continue the more private
This is all
discussions
Yeah.
there.
true.
so you sort of pick whatever remains from the interrupted dinner earlier, dry from the main bars, bring it all over to your table. Does anyone get any drinks, or are we...
What's the menu looking like, Kieran? I need a full draft list, please.
We know you have it.
I know you have it somewhere, Kieran.
No, I don't.
I'm kidding.
Rip.
It's not... So, the drink menu is not quite as sophisticated as if you had a sentient person making the drinks. You get your standard cocktails and like 3 different kinds of ale to beer to mead, you know, kind of stuff like that. But there's no... You can't really like customize things anymore because this is just like... It's like one of those terrible Keurig DrinkWorks machines
Oh,
that's got like the pods in it almost.
Mhm.
Uh,
That's wonderful.
So you just go over there, you know, like, that doesn't sound like it'll taste like garbage, and then it, for the most part, doesn't. You sit down at the table, and you can feel free to discuss with each other. Introduce yourselves, do whatever you wanted to do.
We didn't ever describe what our characters looked like. I know we have little pictures, but I want to know
Yes.
how you guys describe your guys' characters.
Who's going first?
I can go first if you want me to. I put
Sure.
it out there. I'll go first. So, Enya is she's like 5'6", between 5'6" and 5'8". She's a little bit taller. But she's still taller. I'm 5'3", so personally that's tall to me. I'm short, but she's a stockier woman, about mid-size, and she is wearing this long white lab coat that seems like it's been kept like pretty pristine compared to the rest of her clothes. She is wearing like these cargo type pants and black boots and a like metallic green like crop top style shirt, and she has black hair pulled back up into a bun, and she has extremely pale skin. Her eyes are like green, glazed over. And the weirdest thing about her is that she wears this like gas mask at all times, and it's this kind of like rusted type metal, but it has green leather on the base of it.
Mm.
But she seems kind of guarded, kind of reserved. But who's next? Who's the next victim?
Before that, first, I would ask you a question, Dr. Hadley. You have eaten and drank in front of this group, have you not?
Oh shit! You caught me in a character lie, Kieran. Oh my god, you're right. I guess then yeah, you would know. That's fair. Okay. So underneath her mask, she's sitting there. Can I describe it once we're done and once we're getting ready to eat? Because I don't want to like make it weird. Okay. Well,
Okay.
You're
anyway.
making
So
wait now.
I can do it now. It's fine. It's fine. She kind of like turns around so that you guys can't quite see too well, and unclips a buckle at the side of her mask, and you see on the right side of her face, part of her cheek is melted away, and you can see into her mouth. And she kind of like has to turn her head to the side to like keep food and drink in it, and she tries to like cover part of it while she eats. She sits kind of like this, so that you don't have to see the like food being mulled and crushed up in her mouth and liquid kind of dripping down her face a little bit. But it's a healed
Pretty good.
scar. It's not necessarily like fresh.
New. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just need a dry erase marker.
And there she
Sophia's
goes.
on a mission today.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going next?
Who is going next?
You want to go, Sophia?
Sure, I can go. So I have red skin, but like not like very like deep. It's like on the paler side of things. And like the clothing I wear, just like kind of pirate wench style, like larger breasts, like, and they're kind of falling out of the top, and she doesn't really give a shit. And I wear a skirt, but I have pants on underneath, which that's a new thing. I just kind of decided, but it makes sense. And I have very wild and curly black hair. Like it's untamed and like not, like it's just there, sort of like a big kind of mess. And I have like very curly, like kind of ram's horns on the side of my head, as opposed to like maybe traditional tiefling horns that like go up from my forehead. They're more on like the side. And I carry 2 daggers with me. And you can like, kind of going for like the Loki vibe with his daggers, if you know what I mean. And I have a little mouse with me. He's my little friend. He's tiny. And I just kind of I have a little like pocket where I keep him.
Wait, you have a mouse? Did you say? What?
Yes.
We're
Yeah.
just finding out about a mouse, Sophia. That's amazing. I love
Sorry.
that.
Yes. I
Every
do
once in a while,
indeed have a
you
little
see-
tiny mouse.
Every once in a while, you see Hooten eyeing that mouse.
Oh no! I didn't even think about it.
If you kill him, we're
Please.
gonna have problems, sir.
There's restraint.
I have to
There's
speak with
restraint.
animals for a reason.
Who's next?
Okay,
You can go if you want.
you can go ahead.
Okay. Hooten is 5'6". You can't really tell his build because he has very fluffy feathers covering like the entirety of his body. He has pretty wide wings, and they seem to move very quietly. When he eats or drinks, he has to throw it like all the way back up because he doesn't have lips. And he has clothes that are made of synthetic fibers with a bit of leather on it, and even a bit of like metal facets. He has a laser pistol on his side and a ballistic rifle on his back. And just a few small plates, but nothing that would amount to very effective plate armor or anything like that.
Oh, guy.
Also, no shoes, just claws.
Hell yeah.
Mayvice is 5'6". She has brown hair, green eyes, pale skin. She's pretty grimy, but she doesn't really look very weathered from life. You can't really tell like how old she is right away from looking at her. She has kind of like a wand like implanted in her hand, in her wrist. I mean, she comes from Odiri, which is the place that produces advanced cybernetics. So her outfit is very like futuristic. She has like a skirt, and some like cute top. So yeah.
That's sick.
I'm 5'7", by the way, and I have green eyes. I like realized I did not mention that.
Unlike many tieflings, actually has whites of her eyes instead of black.
Oh. I don't know if that's important or not, but I feel like it is.
No, it's not.
Okay, cool.
It's just a thing, because
Okay.
most tieflings don't have whites; they have blacks.
Okay.
See, I didn't even know that, so...
Oh, okay. I was like, that's a really specific character trait. Like, if it's like something in the
No,
lore,
it's
I guess.
it's not. It's just interesting. It's different.
Okay, cool. Sick.
Marielle B. Devil Elf. Gray skin, no irises or pupils, just straight white. Has a lot of random leather bits and stuff just sort of tossed all around. I mean, I can't really describe Blake's character for him, but she is a wild woman if there ever was one.
Love to see it.
Kieran, can you check? I texted you.
Oh, yes.
Are there wings at this buffet?
Like, chicken wings?
Oh.
Please.
Yes.
Sure. Why not?
I'll grab a plate of them.
Okay.
And I'll
Caleb,
sit
just-
down and I'm assuming we
So
get drinks.
specific.
Sure.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, you guys can get whatever you want. I'm not really gonna worry about.
Yeah, what's at the buffet?
Oh well, I mean at the buffet, like I said, it's mostly the pigs. So I guess there's chicken wings. There's
wings.
there's some foods that you would recognize from like here on Earth, and then there's like some random shit. There's like salad with like weird alien fruits. There's stuff that looks mildly poisonous and you probably shouldn't eat it, and it's marked as draconic stew or something like that, and then it has a little skull and crossbones next to it.
Whoa.
You know I gotta get that, right?
I mean, sure, you can try it.
I'm getting it.
All right.
I'm getting it.
So
Do it.
I mean, you're going to try the draconic stew.
Yeah, of course. I'm a doctor. I can handle it. If I die, it's fine. I'm not gonna. Don't take that to heart. I lied, Kieran. Please don't.
No.
Kieran,
Wait, before I do,
I-
wait, hold on. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I have a thing I have to look at. Continue.
I'm picking the spells I had for the day, so I can do it with my whiteboard marker.
Mhm.
Is it time for me to pick which ones to have for the day, or will you tell me when it's time?
Oh, well, this is the end of the same day. You guys have not long rested yet.
Okay. That's fine. I just want to
Yes.
make sure I don't forget which ones I have, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to play the game fairly. That's what I'm
Yes.
trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Carry on.
So
I was gonna be funny and cast detect poison and disease, but I
Detect
don't know
poison
how
and
funny
disease.
that would actually.
Bitch,
Yeah, I wanna know.
do it. No,
I'm
come on.
gonna.
this
It's almost the end of the day anyway.
This has
Yeah.
So can you? What does detect poison and disease? Does it just say
Okay.
yes, it's poison, or does it say
For
what
the
kind?
duration, you can sense the presence of the location of poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30. You can also identify the kind of poison.
Okay.
Wouldn't there be like warning labels?
Oh, well,
with foods.
There was a skull and crossbones.
There's a skull and crossbones. It's a mild snake venom. All it would do is induce mild hallucinatory effects in someone who is not immune to such. If you are immune to such, like you're a yuan tea or something like that, then it just tastes really good.
Hey, Hooten.
Yes.
Did you try the soup?
No.
Oh
Why?
my god.
I didn't think about it, but I can't really eat it with my cheek, so but it smells really good. Will you try it? I want to know.
Sure. Let me have some wings first, and I pick up one of the drums and then throw it back.
Fucking
Oh my
fascinated.
god.
I studied all kinds of creatures. I'm like watching this man. Anyway,
Just eats it like a normal owl,
Mm-hmm.
bone and all.
I love
Bone
it.
and
here.
all. It's gonna come up later in a basketball-sized.
Owl pellet. Oh
Yeah.
god. But yeah, I can't have it. So here, I'll go grab something else. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go up and grab like salad or some shit, some boring stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the ball or the bowl, but that'll probably be the last thing I eat after my wings.
You're gonna drink some?
I don't even have to deceive you. This is great.
Yeah. Can you please roll a con save, Putin?
Not yet. I'm gonna eat the wings first, so I'm gonna start
Okay.
eating it while we sit down.
It'll be
Okay.
later.
All right.
It'll
Always
be
gonna have
soon.
some wild dreams.
Kieran, is my cybernetic visible?
It does not have to be.
Oh, I forgot. Since you can tell that my
Good
eyes
to
are
know.
cybernetic as well. They are definitely not just normal person eyes. For sure, for sure.
They are not
Okay.
magically green. They are fake.
They are
placed in your
just-
head green.
I said make them look cool, and they did, and that's it.
Valid.
But I guess, how much are we wanting to do in this bonding event? Like, how deep do we want to get? Because y'all are basically strangers.
I mean, I feel like we should get to a certain level because, I mean, if we're about to go on any kind of outing together, there needs to be some level of trust.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree. I just didn't know if you want to, like, know my mom's middle name or what. I just wanted to...
Dude, I don't even know my mom's middle name, so we're gonna have a problem if we're going that deep.
That's so valid. Anyway. But you seem intrigued. What do you want to know? Why don't you start us off?
Oh,
Put you on the spot. A lot of
where are
pressure.
you from? Like originally, you know, like
Oh. That's it. I'm from Midroth.
so where's that at?
It's in the conclave, the Sapia conclave, but it's planet. It's kind of a I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of just it's an eclectic group of people. Very metropolis-esque
Okay.
from where I'm from, but
Okay.
what about you?
I see. Hang on, actually, I have to.
Mineros, I do believe.
Oh, soup.
No,
sorry.
yeah, I was just gonna ask. No, you're fine. I was gonna ask you to send me information about that, Kieran. Like what it's like there, because I don't fully remember.
Sure. Anything you say we can change, or if you have any questions, you can directly ask me. It's not like I can just. So okay.
I mean, I kind of remember. If you could just like,
Yes.
I don't know. I know you have it written down somewhere what
I-
this planet is like.
I
So if you
do.
just like send me that, a picture of it,
Does
it's
somebody
fine.
want to go
I
before
can-
so we can just circle
Yeah.
back?
Mhm.
What about? Oh, I'm
What about
so sorry,
you,
Maris. I
Wooten?
forgot. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Whoever. Where are you from? What's your deal?
You asked me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're all gonna go eventually.
I'm from a small collective in that was in Hearthfont. But
How do you spell
Haven't
that?
been there since I was 10. Hearthfaun. I've just
Hearthfawn?
been
Yes,
traveling with
Hearthfawn.
my crew for a while now. But
Do you have a crew?
What crew?
Well, I was part of a Green Liberators crew, but
Oh.
now I'm trying to start my own.
What is that? Green Liberators?
Kind of like a loose knit group of freedom fighters, I guess, or
Oh.
terrorists, whoever you ask.
Why is it
Interesting.
like green specifically? Why not blue?
I think there's a reason in the old texts or something, but the different
You get like anything
groups have-
special from being in it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw that shotgun earlier.
That did seem pretty
Oh.
fucking cool. You're right.
Okay.
You got us there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
actually, I was really scared when that lady got here, because I'm gonna be honest, I thought they were after me for a bit.
Did you do something
Why
for
not?
him to be after you?
Yeah.
There may or may not be a factory on Thalia or Thala.
Thalia.
That is temporarily out of order. But thankfully, a village will have fresh drinking water for the moment.
Oh, so you're kind of like a galactic Robin Hood type deal, huh?
I love that. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Galactic Robin.
Sadly, I accidentally lost my ship in the process.
Oh, that sucks. What kind of ship did you have?
What's the name for it? Star Cruiser? No.
It was the little cricket.
It was the
Asking
little
the hard
cricket.
question.
But what class was it? I mean,
Oh, it was a Star Cruiser. Yes.
yeah, Star Cricket. It's a Star Cricket
Oh,
or Little Cricket, which was a Star Cruiser.
that's adorable.
They got it somewhere, but I kind of had to jump on a random ship. I landed here.
Well, we're glad to meet you.
Thanks.
Hadley, where did you say you're from? So I
Oh,
can write it down.
yeah. I only said the planet. I'm from the planet Midroth in the Sapia Conclave.
And
Okay.
I think I'm liking you guys a bit more.
Oh, that's
Cute.
nice.
And I take some of the soup.
Oh, you know, you're really cool, Hooten. Really glad that you're here.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
And I set it down.
Yeah.
I drank like
Okay.
a third of the bowl.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can you roll that con save? It's not gonna kick in immediately, but it's gonna kick in kind of soon, and I just want to sort of know so I can start helping illuminate your night for you.
I'm very excited about this.
Does Jugo,
Save.
not Jugo, oh my god. What is Blake's character name again?
Marielle.
18.
Marielle.
With an
I have a high
18.
con.
Okay.
I just see little flits peer out of the corner.
My
of my
detect
eye.
poison and disease is still up, so if he gets pretty fucked up, I'm supposed to know.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, I'll know that. Keep talking. Treat it as like nothing is wrong for the moment. I will.
Cool.
I will step in.
Alright.
Oh boy.
What about you, Mayvice?
Well, like I said, I'm from Odiri. I kind of wish I knew where I grew up, but this is kind of the only place that I've known. I think I might have had an accident a couple of months back where I can't really remember much from my past, but
Oh,
I lived
wow.
there a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I live in a small apartment in the city.
Oh, so you're not far from home, really, are you? Or where are we again?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
you are. I mean, you're a couple star systems away from Odiri. It's probably one of.
Okay, I thought we were like near there. I don't remember
Yes.
why. Sorry, that was me.
You are fairly close to it. But currently you are just on an asteroid orbiting a white dwarf star that has no planets. It is just asteroids, and this is a pretty sizable one that's had a hotel built on it. Just because.
Nice. So are you like looking to find out where you're from? Do you have anything to go off of?
I'm kind of working with a detective right now, to kind of figure out my past, but I'm kind of putting it behind me just to kind of move on. But maybe along the way I'll probably figure some things out.
Oh, sounds like you've accepted some things. That's good. Well, Marielle, you've been kind of quiet. You don't gotta go too into it. You're fine.
No,
I'm
yeah.
just giving you
Let me go on ahead and pull up
In the
the.
bathroom.
Muriel actually had to go to the bathroom really bad when we got to the hotel and just hasn't come back.
Marielle had a little too much of that soup. She would say, I don't want to inject too many words. She would try to keep, honestly, a lot of. She's quiet. She would say, her name is Marielle Karut. She's from Thalia, but she hasn't been there for a while. She had this weird thing happen where she stumbled into one portal, and then it led to another and to another, until eventually she just sort of stepped out of the ground here on the asteroid a couple days ago.
That's pretty fucking wild. Alright.
Yeah. She might mention that she had a friend back on Thalia who is who's been missing for just about as long as she's been jumping. It's a good way to say it. But she just sort of says that she's not really too sure what's happening, mostly because she's never really left Thalia until now.
Oh. Alright. I guess that's the first round of bonding over.
What? I never talked about my place.
Oh, I forgot. We have to circle back. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Unless you don't want to know.
I am absolutely riveted
This feud.
by you. I'm stoked about it. Come on.
Well, I'm from Minoros. It's really a shithole. I mean, like, don't go there. It just is. I mean, it's a polluted, terrible place. Rains a lot, hail. Everyone's like sick. Great. And there's I don't know. It's not great. There's this city, the city of chains. There's just this massive like chain link above. And yeah, they want to take over the planet. It's not really going very well for them. And yeah, I don't know. Like I said, don't go visit. You're not going to have a good time.
Hooten, Lewis, did you receive my message?
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
Okay. Well, basically, as Belarus was describing this, all of a sudden, Hooten just watches as the wall caves away behind her, and you just see these chains slam down, and like this rising tide of Minoros appears behind her. I'm literally describing his hallucination. He is getting a visual storytelling aid.
He's having a
We get to hang out with Hooten while he goes on his acid trip.
Basically, how this works is whatever Hooten is imagining it's not sort of in that third person. I'm imagining this, I'm thinking about it, and I'm not seeing it, but I'm visualizing it in my mind. Whenever he tries to visualize in his mind, it just kind of visualizes into reality for him.
Ooh.
So as he's like, okay, I think I can kind of understand what kind of place this is, it just sort of appears, like carving its way into his vision.
I'm just sitting back in my chair, holding my drink with two hands, just kind of looking around.
Yeah. Say it doesn't make him too afraid. Because he rolled so good, he understands this is an effect of the something. He understands that this isn't real and this can't be real and that no one else is freaking out, so he's fine.
This ain't my first rodeo.
But he's
Putin was alive. He's been to Woodstock before, probably. Not his first Coachella.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really a terrible place. No one gave a shit about the, people who had nothing. So I kind of had to get stuff myself, I guess.
How'd you get out of there? Sounds terrible.
Well,
If you don't want to get into it, you don't have to. That might be a touchy
well, I don't know. I just, am I gonna get the same, I guess, vulnerability from the rest of you? Because if I'm doing this first, I better get the down and dirty about the rest of you.
I guess that's fair. I don't know. There are some... I guess it's complicated, and if it's too complicated for you, you don't have to bring it up.
I mean, I grew up in Garthus is the place where I'm from on Minoris. It's Minoris is like split up into districts. It's like in the 5th district. And it was called Dorvine's Home for Troubled Youth. I don't know what they thought was so troubled about me, but whatever.
I have no idea.
Clearly, I have no problems. Yeah, so like the youth weren't the only ones who were troubled, I'll put it that way. The administrators were also, and they took that out on us. And there's this guy, Dave. Man, I fucking hated him. He was the worst of them. And, well, let's say I had to get his spellbook one way or another. And that's how I escaped. Dave, I hope he's rotting in hell. Anyway, I have a ship. I have it stashed away. And I have been told I have a reputation as a dangerous and sexy thief. This is what I've been told.
A good description.
While you're describing this, I very slowly reach and grab a chicken wing.
Not more soup?
More soup?
He's just trying to keep us cool.
Yeah.
Do we notice him? Like, are you acting weird?
Insight.
Like, are you moving at slow motion, basically?
It's slower than you'd think. He's trying to keep everything together.
Eating straight chilling.
Okay.
Well. Hey, you doing okay, Hooten?
I think that soup's being a bit funny.
What?
Oh.
Are you alright?
It's very colorful in here.
I thought the same thing when I looked at that wallpaper the first time. I'll tell you that.
I don't think it was the wallpaper.
No? Alright, you caught me.
What kind of soup is that again?
I'll cast Cure Wounds on Hooten.
Yeah,
We'll bend the rules a little bit, and sure, if you would like to cast Cure Wounds on him and end the poisoned effect, then you may.
Do you want me to? Or are you vibing? Are you having a good time?
I think I'm alright. It's
All right.
It's a bit cartoonish. It's fine.
If I weren't a little bitch, I would eat some of it too. But I am, so. And I wasn't lying. It is really hard to eat soup. It's, like, quite difficult, actually. But, you know.
I got a little bit of a wide opening flask that was almost empty. I pour the rest into my cup and then I start trying to take the spoon and put some of the soup in
You're
there.
still having soup?
He told me he didn't. Yeah.
He's putting the soup in his flask.
This could be either for his own use or nefarious use in the future, I feel like.
Yeah.
I would deserve it.
I bet you it will get more sour with time.
Ooh.
For some later
Aged.
fun.
Yeah. Beautiful. Very delicious.
Anyway, that's my troubled life. Someone else has to go now.
I'm sorry about all that. That is hard to hear. But you're really brave. I know I give you a hard time, but you are very brave.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So are you, it seems.
I don't know about that one, but thank you.
You're giving gross soup to a big giant fucking owl.
Well, I think it's kind of funny.
You know?
But
I
When
feel
she
like
says
who
big giant fucking owl, I just tower up.
Oh no.
You just see my eyes widen.
Okay.
Big
What's
bird.
up? You're a big bird. I love this, dude.
Alright.
Yeah. Hooten seems like he wouldn't hurt anybody unless they deserve it.
So what's
Fairly
wrong
hard.
with your face?
You're so charming.
Did you say about
know
me?
that?
I mean, I think you look nice. It's not like a bad thing. It's just like, what happened?
I'm gonna clip that back up. Put my mask back on. I got into a fight with my husband a little while ago.
Oh, I hope
Yeah.
you won.
I didn't, but thank you so much. I don't think my face would look like this if I did win. But the good news
You
is
never know.
that was only round 1. So, we're trying pretty hard to get back. But, you know, that's how it is sometimes. My troubled past is husband, if you want to know. But I don't want to get y'all too involved before it's needed. Because I don't...
I mean, I'll beat a man up any day, so
Yeah, well, it's not that simple, but I appreciate it. Because if it was just beating a man up, I'd do it myself. There's a little bit more that goes into it. But I mainly, it's not even that I don't trust you guys. I don't know how to approach it. And I don't know if I'm ready to talk about it, personally.
Okay.
But I appreciate it. And I could tell, okay, how about what else? Okay, I am a doctor, yes. I went to med school on Midroth. I studied there for a decent chunk of time, and I worked at a mortuary. So, you know, that's kind of fun. And I also am a cleric of Talona. It's a recent development, but we're coming to a mutual agreement, it seems. And we're both learning
what
about
does
each other
that
all the
mean?
time. What do you mean, what does it mean? Mutual agreement?
You're a cleric of
Talona?
whatever you said.
Well,
yeah.
she's the goddess of poison and disease.
Oh.
Yeah. She's very, very cool, actually. She's kind of badass, but she's also really fucking scary. So there's that. But you know, every relationship is complicated, but she seems really cool. And she's helped me out of a place where I needed help out of. And she wants what's best for me. And I appreciate that. But no, I definitely. If you ever want to hear more about her, I'll always tell you. She's quite fascinating. But
I mean, so like when you say mutual, whatever.
after my fight with
like
my husband, I was in a very, very
Okay.
bad place, and I needed help. And she came to me
Yeah,
and offered me the help
Okay.
that I needed.
that's
And
good.
she gave me a place to recuperate and become myself again. And then she sent me out here to find who knows what.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I have someone like that.
Oh? Who?
Yeah.
Spill.
I mean, her name's Fiona. I don't know. Have
Would
you
I
heard of
know?
her?
Do I make a
Uh,
religion check?
I mean, you're aware of Fiona as one of the two rulers of. I need to double check which layer, which planet it is in the Hellhorde's formation. But
I mean, she
beyond
shares
that, yes, a
rulership.
religion check would be amazing.
Well, yeah, sure. If I can find it, hold on. Oh, and
I'm not unwilling
Checks.
to tell you, but I am interested how far you'll get with the check. So,
Ooh, not good. Don't worry. It's a 12.
Well, she is one of the two rulers of Phligathos, the fourth planet in the Hellhorde. That's pretty notable because all of the other planets in the Hellhorde are ruled by singular devils. She is the only one who is part of a pair. Her and her husband Belial, you don't fuck with them, and that's about all you know.
Oh. Your vibes seem similar.
yeah. I mean, she's got her man. I don't particularly want one.
Valid.
I mean, Hooten, you're fine, but
We do have ourselves
men
a little
in general.
girl gang plus who?
Out of game, I realized, I'm like, man, this is like almost all girls besides Hooten. This is kind of great.
Girl boss plus boss. It is Hooten.
Yes.
Is the other boss.
And he's an owl,
Yes.
so
Hooten's a girl
Yeah.
boss, too.
Yeah, he gets a pass. It's girl boss. What about the rest of y'all? Are any of you religious or anything like that? I'm not trying to preach at you. I just want to know.
I reach for another wing and I say, I think these wings are sacred.
I think you're right.
Oh my god.
I think they are.
I would agree.
Do you if this is too much, I can stop asking questions. But I never really got to talk to you. Do you? Oh fuck! I had a question and it's gone. So when you eat, we're gonna change the subject. When you eat, do you have like the complete similar package as an actual owl? Like, does it come back up, or is it? Because I would be fascinated to see that if it's not too invasive.
What, you want to dissect it?
No, I just want to see. I just want to know. I'm a doctor. Shut up.
It's very similar, but some of the smaller bits do go through the back.
Huh? That's fascinating. Interesting.
Because I am bigger than an owl.
Well, yeah. I mean, you're a big bird.
Big bird.
Big
Mhm.
bird.
And then just the point of view
Mm-hmm.
just grows.
I don't know what that is. I'm putting it in my notes. I don't know what that does, but I'm keeping it. Just
Okay.
constant big bird code word.
Well, like, his point of view looks like he is actually just a really big bird.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you say that.
We just see him just like hunched up, like when we like pan back, because like up close it's like, yeah, you're all normal size, and then you cut back and all of a sudden he's like as high as the ceiling and he's like hunched forward, still sitting in the little chair. Marielle would say, I don't really worship anyone, but I sort of pay my respects when I was on Thalia. There's many lesser gods of nature there that tend to help things along. And so, paying tidings was always a good idea.
It's valid. I respect that.
You
What
know
about
what?
you, Mayvice?
I'll interject at that point and say, you know what? If we're doing a bit more of a serious meat thing, I think I should be normal sized. Is that offer still open? And I look down in your direction.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I got you, dude. Don't worry about
He's
it.
staring adamantly at your feet.
Okay, that's fair. I got it. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. And the poison flushes itself from your body. You are no longer high.
I'm sorry for playing a joke on you. I thought it was a
Oh,
little funny. And
it was a funny joke, all right.
Oh no. I am scared of you immensely, just so you know. Like,
Why?
I don't know. Because I have this thing, I have anxiety. Welcome to Doctor Talk.
Are you scared of birds?
I'm scared of everything. That's like my deal.
Oh.
Generally, I am typically afraid. But that's okay. Because it's natural. But you know. That doesn't stop me from getting shit done, I guess. I just like to... I'm more of a thinker type person than a violence type person. Yeah. Personally. You seem like the exact opposite of that.
Me?
I mean,
I was talking to Bella. How do you pronounce your name? I don't want to fuck it up.
Valaris.
Valaris. Okay.
Yeah. I guess if you wanted, you could call me Bella.
Oh.
I hadn't really
That's so
thought about a
nice.
nickname, but like if you wanted.
But we could also call you
I don't
Riz
care.
if you wanted to.
It's at this point that Marielle kind of leans over to Mayvice. So what's your deal?
Oh.
What about me?
I don't know. I mean, everyone's sort of giving their tragic backstories. I figured, I don't know, we could hear from you.
I don't know. I
Do
don't
we all
really.
hear this conversation?
I mean, yeah, I'm assuming that you all hushed down as soon as Marielle started
Yeah.
talking.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just me trying to incite conversation from
Yes.
the quiet person.
Yes.
Not being subtle.
Like I said, I don't really remember much about my past.
Well,
What do you think it would be? You could like pick a past for yourself.
yeah, you
What
can
would
make
you
up
want it to
whatever you
be?
want.
What do you want your future to be?
I don't know. I guess that's kind of what I'm
There-
searching for is just some kind of purpose. So I guess that's kind of why I left town. But I spent 3 or 4 months in Odiri, and I survived just fine without knowing, anything about myself. But maybe I want to find like a different purpose out somewhere else.
Well, I don't mean to be invasive, but you have cybernetics, right?
Yes.
Have you started there? Like, I mean, I might be wrong, and Kieran, you can definitely tell me if I'm wrong. But wouldn't cybernetics have some sort of like serial number on them that you can trace back to the doctor who gave it to you?
Bro, that's so smart.
Yes.
Ugh, sorry. But
It would be. It would, you would have to find the right channels to, because like.
Mhm.
So the thing with, you can't just search everything because servers are on individual planets. Information
Yeah.
only travels at the speed of light. Ships can travel faster because warp drives. Why not?
Yeah.
But information can only travel at the speed of light. So trying to space Google something that is stored on a server on another planet would take decades.
Oh yeah.
So
Is there
you have
space Google? For like general information.
Yeah.
But it would take forever.
If you were on a planet hardwired into their servers, just plug into the wall and you could search stuff that was kept on world, that would be fast. That would be just as fast as here.
Yeah.
But my Netflix still works, right?
Yes. But yeah, so you could absolutely search serial numbers on cybernetics. You would have to find the place to search it. You would have to find the planet that it was most likely to be done on. But yes, that is... Yes.
I might...
I
Wait,
mean, we could go back to Odiri at some point.
at some point, I also...
Do you remember where you got it?
Where I got my cybernetics?
Yeah.
I have... Did you say you were from Odiri, like, originally? Do you know that's where you're really from?
I assume that's where I'm from, yeah.
Okay. Not right now, but I might be able to help you down the road.
Okay.
I knew some people who were involved in cybernetic distribution. And
Okay.
I might be able to help find at least a production company or somebody who can help you figure something out. But
Yeah,
it
that'd
might
be
be a
great.
place to start.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I'm a little bit afraid of finding out, but I feel like I need to know.
Hey, trust me. Being scared of the past is something I'm super familiar with, so whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. Who's next? What do you want to ask, or are we turning in for the night?
I mean, normally I'd ask Marielle, but I don't want.
I don't want to pressure Kieran to do character work for something.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'm also not sure how
A character
comfortable
he
Blake
hardly
is
knows.
with revealing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe we leave
obviously
that for a
I
different
could
day.
I could drop some bombs, but I'm not going to.
Let's just say Marielle isn't comfortable yet, and
Yeah.
that's okay. We know where she's from. I feel like that's enough at the moment.
So what do y'all want to do tomorrow?
Well, what was this about a job that you said, though?
Yeah, so, when I left Midroth, I went to Ifis? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Ifis, the Dead World. It has next to no inhabitants. It has been scavenged nearly clean of all resources. Most people who go there better hope you bring enough fuel to get off, because you're probably not going to find it there.
I did some freelance work there for some bounty hunters who might know a job or two, but I can't necessarily promise all positive reviews. So, we will have to be careful, and it will be a little bit risky, but there's always work. There's always people talking about work, at least. But if anybody else has any other ideas, I'm completely open to hear them. I mean, you said you have a ship, so we could really go anywhere y'all wanted to.
Whose ship is more accessible? Because, I don't have... There's a cat trying to get into my room.
I got the keys, but it's a bit out of range.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know if I have the keys to mine.
You do, but again, very, very out of range. They're constantly at the Hotel Majestic. There are ships coming and going. Some of those ships are purposely there.
Let's steal one.
You could steal one.
Uh-oh!
Oh, I'm back.
So sorry, but the little was so funny. Now we're just missing your face.
I don't know why it's not there.
Sorry, Tiger.
Cameras.
You
Me.
can't come up.
Filters. Here. 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 There we go.
Yay!
Everyone is in the correct places. We're back. Okay, so, What I was gonna say is you could absolutely steal one. There are ships purposely there to act like taxis. There are also ships who just happen to be leaving, and you can just be like, hey, can I catch a ride?
Okay.
Hooten's background
Well,
is
I
pilot,
guess
which
that'd be
functions
better.
almost identically to sailor. That could be pretty useful.
Yeah. Oh.
For people who know sailor, it could be incredibly useful.
Huh.
I don't.
You get
How
free
do you know
you get
if you
free
know
passage
that?
on ships if you help out.
That's pretty fucking sick.
Yeah.
If you help out, you get free passage.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll do that.
Always very useful.
Well, we
Yeah.
still need to figure out where exactly we want to go 1st.
Mhm.
True.
I mean, I'll go to this bounty hunting situation.
Yeah, but how far?
I don't
is-
really have a timetable for myself.
Yeah, neither do
I was just kind of here.
That's fair. I mean, we can
What about-
also we could go to places in the conclave. I mean, I'm sure there's somewhere. Not me looking at the list of planets that there are in the conclave.
So if you wanted to go to a more lush with bounties and crime planet, that would be Trixitus. Trixitus is a planet whose star quantum tunneled away, which is a real thing and it's terrifying, but it will probably never happen to a star. But it did here, where it vanished, and then the planet just kind of flung out because it no longer had a star to hold it gravitationally in one place. So it's a cold, nearly dead world, but it's still full of people, most of which were too poor to leave, and then eventually began to develop their own new ecosystem and sorting around of things around crime, bounties, distributing illegal things, because it's awful to get to and from Trixitus because it's moving so much and in a random direction different than the rest of the galaxy. Because galaxies spiral together. This planet is just going that way. So you have to track it, you have to get into a hyperspace route that will intercept it. It's all over the place. Which means
Sounds
that
like-
cops never go there, and on the planet, there is basically no law enforcement.
Huh. But it also
Sounds
sounds
like my
like
kind
we
of
would
place.
need to find a really nice person who's willing to go through a lot of trouble to get us there. Unless we steal. a
Maybe
ship,
someone's
which I-
already going there.
That's true. But I mean, do you really want to be asking around, hey, who's going to the criminal planet this weekend in a hotel this nice?
I mean, I have no shame.
I forgot about that. You're right. Fair enough.
Wait, did we ever figure out who that changeling was supposed to kill?
Yeah, it was one of the. It was. I have it somewhere, probably.
It was someone who would basically Vitra does not know who they were supposed to kill, and they never revealed who they were supposed to kill, but Vitra knew their mission was to cause war between the Sapia Conclave and the Draconic Empire. And so it would have been someone who is important to both of those places, and the changeling might have tried to blame the other on them. So they tried to basically make it look like they killed each other or something like that. It's unclear what the exact plan was because you guys did a really good job. But that's all you know for now.
And I thought we were trying to stay away from the war, or the war that might happen.
I know, but we're presumably looking for a affluent person that we just saved their lives. They might feel indebted to us in a certain manner, which might help us get off this rock.
The woman that we have. Hold on, I have her name. Athena Delmain.
Mhm.
She was one of the women who could have been. Wasn't she one of the women who?
Her sister, Athena Delmain's sister, Vesia,
Yeah.
is set to inherit basically the monarchy of the planet of Kassar, which Kassar acts as the base world for the Sapia Conclave to have meetings for the various representatives of each of the worlds. And Vesia is basically the steward of Kassar. Would be the steward of Kassar. There is currently, technically, no steward.
Oh. Okay.
But she's been campaigning for a while to essentially get that position reinstated and herself in that position.
Alright. There's her, and then there are other notable people. We have that reference list that Karen gave us to look at in the reference tab. But, yeah, so if we wanted to talk to any of those people, we could always do it in the morning. Or we could look for some grungier people to find a ride with.
I'm fine with whatever.
Not that I don't think all of our absolutely stellar personalities will be getting us a ride with very rich people.
See, here's the thing. I don't know if you understand. This is just how I talk when I'm talking to people I don't, and I mean this in a fine way, I don't give a shit, you know? However, trust me, I can turn on the charm.
Good to know. Alright.
That's like my whole thing.
We probably should get some kind of rest, though.
That's true. Sleeping sounds fantastic, actually.
So, with that, you still have rooms for tonight. It's tomorrow you would have to pay again, or...
I feel like they could use to put us up for a night if we stay.
We'll see. And so tonight you all return to your rooms. Hadley, you're moved from 179 directly next door to 181. They're working on cleaning up the carpet. It's very stained.
Sorry about that.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was not really on most of you guys who stained it. It was the two people using swords and kind of hooting with a gun. You guys didn't really cause too much blood to go anywhere. You were like, lightning. I don't even know what other people
We
used.
keep our carnage contained. Thank you very much.
Okay, and so with that, you all head to your rooms, get a long rest, and will awaken in the morning. So now is when you would change your spells, Bellaris. Mayvice, did you pick 2 new spells for this level?
Yes, I did.
Cool. So
do I tell you, or do I just keep that to
you
myself?
can. If you're fine with that, you can.
I think I did this right. Magic Mouth and Sea Invisibility.
Sounds good to me.
Ones?
Sounds very useful to me.
Those are good.
So, because you leveled up to level 3 wizard, you can now prepare a number of spells equal to your level plus your intelligence modifier, which should be able to put you at 7 spells prepared per day. So you know how you filled in your bubbles?
I have a question.
1 second. You can fill in 7 of those bubbles, and those are the 7 spells you can use for today. Remember, you don't need to fill in Mage Armor because you're just going to cast that as soon as you wake up.
Okay.
Yes, Sophia.
7.
Okay, well, so I have Charm Person as...
Oh, Charm Person is always prepared for you.
Never mind. I thought it's... Okay, so I don't have to, like... And so, wait, is that why Speak with Animals and Charm Person had the little cross through it?
Charm Person and Speak with Animals for you are always prepared. You can also cast them once for free per day. Charm Person casts at second level for free, and then you can cast it with points at first level, because you can't cast second level spells yet, because you're only level 2 wizard. And you can cast Speak with Animals once for free, and then at first level with points. But it's first level regardless.
Okay. Can we write that down somewhere?
It
on like a note card or something for me eventually?
I'm pretty sure it is. On your spell sheet, it should say once a day for free.
It only says that next to Charm Person.
Well, then write once a day for free on Speak with Animals as well.
Okay. I might want to write it in a more formal way for myself, but yes, I will do that.
If you think you have the room, you can feel free to do so.
Okay, so 1, 2. So how many spells? 7?
No, that is for May Vice. Bellaris, you can only prepare 5 spells per day because you're a level 2 wizard and you have a 3 intelligence modifier.
Okay, and I need to prepare mage armor. I assume, even though I'm only
No.
going to use it once, or I don't.
Mage armor, you do not need to prepare because it is a ritual spell. You simply cast it in the morning and then it's good for 8 hours.
So that's kind of the same as my speak with animals and charm person.
No. So,
Kind of.
a ritual spell, to cast a spell is a ritual. Wizards don't need it prepared. Other classes do. Hadley has to prepare spells that she wants to use as ritual, for instance. But that's because it would be you have all your spells. It would be ridiculous if you could just always cast detect magic and stuff. But wizards don't. Wizards don't need to prepare them. All spells that are cast as rituals take an extra 10 minutes, but don't burn any spell slots or points. That's why I'm telling you not to prepare it. Because you will only ever cast mage armor out of combat, and you can cast it anyways without preparing it. Yeah. There's a lot of situations where preparing it would be just fine. I'm saying...
Okay, I'm going to talk to you about writing all of this down.
Okay.
So how many spells can I prepare, though?
5.
Today?
5.
And I don't have to worry about mage armor, charm person, or speak with animals?
Correct.
Okay.
Where do people think that they would like to go in the morning? You can obviously check out the shops here, stock up on rations if you're concerned about that, go to the casino and try to win some money before you leave the hotel.
Oh, shit, that sounds kind of smart.
I have many games prepared.
Ooh.
And by many, I think I mean like 3 or 4.
Okay. Do we want to go to the casino, or do we want to find a ride and then go to the casino?
Or see if you can win a ride at the casino.
Can you do that? Is that a possibility?
I mean, if you find a captain down there, maybe.
Oh, that's a good idea. Or...
Player for free passage in a game of cards?
I have a plan. Are we all meeting up, like, back in the dining room area in the morning?
Sure.
Or are we just hanging out? I figured we would reconvene. I don't know if that's where I'm gonna go. But do we want to divide and conquer, or are we all feeling like we want to go together?
Go together.
I mean, yeah, together.
Okay.
Sorry.
Did we decide where we wanted to go?
Nope.
We wanted to go to.
No.
We wanted. Wait.
You're mildly interested in Trixitus. You might want to go to Odiri. You might have wanted to go to Ifis. But there were no firm plans.
Trixitus, I still might know people, but I don't necessarily. I'm not positive. Ifis there is like law enforcement on Ifis. I think. I'm not sure.
There are guards essentially at the few places that do exist. And most people who just find themselves on Ifis will not be fortunate enough to find themselves in a settlement on Ifis because most of the planet is barren. Hadley, you are aware of where different places are, and you can...
And I have a place we could stay there, too. Like, I have a little it's more of a shack. But, but at the same time, it might not be the fastest way to find work. We might have to wait out there a little while. But Trixitus, although it is more difficult to get to, has more options. But it is definitely more dangerous. But we seem like we can handle ourselves. So if that's what you all feel like. I don't know, Mavis, if you want to go straight to Odiri, that's an option as well.
I mean, I did just get here, so
okay.
I think I might want to do a little bit more exploring, but we can, go later maybe.
We'll put it on the to-do list.
Okay.
I'm fine with whatever.
Okay.
I guess I'm fine too.
Trixitus then?
Someone else pick. Sure.
Sure.
Okay, cool. It seems like busy, fast
Why
paced.
not?
We'll find something pretty easy, but we also might die in the process. But it's fine.
Eh,
So can we go check out the taxi service to see how much it might cost for us to get there before we go hunting for people?
Sure. Also,
Okay.
Kieran,
Yes.
I'm gonna do mage armor on myself. Do I need to like sit and cast it, or can I like walk and cast it? Like how
You
does it
can
work?
walk and cast it, but it is an involved process.
Okay, so now my AC is 15,
Yes.
correct?
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I also did choose shield for today
Mhm.
as one of my prepared spells. So what? That would raise me.
Yeah, for a turn, that raises your AC
Another-
to 20.
So,
Shit.
I guess I should probably cast that too.
Oh.
What do I need to change?
So, mage armor, you don't need to prepare it, remember. It makes your AC go from 11 to 14, and that lasts for 8 hours.
Okay. What's AC again?
Your armor
Armor
class.
class.
It's your
how
armor class.
easy or hard it is to hit you.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yes. So,
The higher your armor class is, the better.
yes.
Uh-huh.
So, while you go inquire about a taxi, I'm gonna go try to find a not a ship manifest, but like a dockyard schedule
Okay.
Okay.
for like incoming and outgoing ships. See like if
Good
there are
idea.
any that are stopping by any place closer that we might be able to get free
Yeah.
passage off of.
For sure. Oh, Bellaris, do you want to, you said you were willing to haggle for maybe a free ride or something.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I can go with Hooten.
Okay.
I mean, are we all willing? Are we all willing to work on
Yeah.
a ship? Like,
I can't promise
Okay,
that
'cause
I'm
I mean-
good at it.
well, that's okay. Sweeping isn't hard.
Yeah.
So,
So wait,
Hadley
just
is
for my
go-
own record, bookkeeping. Sorry, where are we trying to go? Just Trixis, right?
Trixatis. Trixatis.
Okay.
The outlaw world is the best way to describe it.
Hey, Vice and Muriel, do you want to come with me?
Sure.
So
Cool.
the three of
Yeah,
you,
Muriel will agree.
Mayvice, Muriel, and Hadley are going to try and speak with some captains of some ships, whilst Hooten and Bellaris are going to information seek and see what is here and where ships are coming from and going to, I believe.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, focused on people, focused on schedules. Who wants to go first? I'm fine with either.
I feel like the taxi fare is pretty simple. We could probably go first.
All right.
Yeah.
So, the three of you head outside around a corner, and you find yourselves sort of in a just a common space out front of the parking area where I mean, like, honestly, all five of you are going to the same area, but you're just going to speak with different people or read different machines. So the three of you will head inside of the area to where all of the crew members and the captains are with their ships, whilst the other two of you will stay outside and sort of see the manifest on a computer screen that's outside a terminal. Group Seduce the Captains is... you find three ships currently docked here at the hotel. You find a more sleek, aerodynamic ship, sort of reminiscent of like Quill's ship from Guardians of the Galaxy, like the Milano. There is a more a larger sort of it would be a Star Cruiser, more similar to like Mando's ship from Mandalorian, more like that. By the way, the first one, you can see the names on all the sides of them. The first one, the sleek one that's more of like a goldish with like red accents, it's called the Emissary's Blade. The second ship that's more utility-based is the LWSS Comet. And the third one, a junker. It is a square box with some engines on it, held together with spot welding and duct tape. And spray painted on the side of it is the SS Valhalla.
Well, I'm gonna look at these three and say, well, I know which one I don't want to go on.
Fair enough.
Maybe we try for the LWSS Comet.
Yeah, that seems to be the middle ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anyone outside working on the ship, Kieran, or like?
Yes. So outside of the Comet, you see a male half-elf. He has a cigar sort of, perched in his mouth, and he's just sort of taking a breather outside of his ship. It seems like he's frustrated after having been in there for so long.
Oh. I walk up to him. I say, hi. You got a name?
He raises
I
an
can
eyebrow.
call you by?
Takes his cigar away. The name is Sanjin, darling.
Sanjin?
Sanjin.
Well, yeah.
Sangen. Is there anything I can do to help you now? Looking for passage?
Yeah, but we're willing to, like, work for it. We don't necessarily have the most, liquid of pockets.
Okay.
Or whatever.
So
there's
I would like to pause the game and ask a question. Originally, you were on the team Manifest. You were not on team Talk with People. Would you
I'm confused. I thought we're looking for a ride.
We are, but I thought we were breaking up into two separate teams.
I'm so sorry.
We can.
I'm
No, it's
confused.
we
It's
can
fine.
all talk.
It really doesn't matter. I just want to.
We
make
can
sure
all
that
just
you
let's
know.
all just go talk to these
Yeah.
people and see what the fuck is going on. Because I didn't know if there was like a taxi service desk where it just had prices listed. But we could just go talk to people because that's more fun. That's a
Yeah.
bonding event. Let's go.
So
we'll go on then.
Yeah.
The
I'm so
important
sorry.
thing-
I messed up the plan.
No, you're
No,
fine.
it's okay.
The important part is Hooten is now with you. The
Oh.
free option is only available because of his background. That is a note. At the end of the day, game.
Yeah.
Well, he sort of stands up. His nose, by the way, so this man, he has dark black hair slicked back over his slightly pointed ears. He has a large nose, brown eyes. He sort of looks like if you turned Alan Rickman as Snape into a half-elf. It's like, Well, at least a few of you look like you know what you're doing. It's a possibility. Where are you looking at going?
Trixitus?
Say that again, dear. You wish to go to Trixitus?
Did I say it wrong?
No.
Okay.
Or as close as you can get us.
Yeah, if you're not comfortable going there, I mean.
Oh, I'm comfortable going. It's just that I'm afraid that the free option is not available, even if you are willing to help. That's a little bit
Well, like, what
dicey.
if we help and pay a little, but maybe not as much as you would normally charge, since we're also willing to help? Can I, like, use persuasion?
Yes, you may. Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-oh.
God, that's so awful. I don't even want to say it, but
Good.
7.
I'll
I have
give
a
you
plus 5 to persuasion. That's
Oh.
how bad it was.
A slight
I rolled a
discount,
2.
perhaps, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to not lose my ship, if you understand me.
So, like, how much would you charge for us 5 if we're also helping you?
Total, the trip, 100 gold, half paid up front, half paid when we get there. You could, of course, pay all up front, but it's whatever you're comfortable with.
I turn to Bellaris and I say we could, pay the upfront amount and then just escape before we pay the remaining amount. He is small, we can,
Well, wait, what do you want to do?
We could pay like the upfront amount and then not do like the final like deposit when we leave.
It's not the best.
I mean, it's an option.
It's not the best idea to make enemies of pilots.
Uh-huh. Hooten's got a point.
I do kind of agree with Hooten. I feel like we could get it down to like 75, though. Who else has good persuasion? Someone else
Why don't
try
we
and haggle with him. I didn't do very
all
well.
the ships and see what else is going on. I know they're not the best options, but let's look around before we make a decision.
Yeah. Oh, I have.
So
I have something to say to
way,
Mr. Sanjin.
Okay. What did you wish to say?
So I'm gonna tell him. You see that terrible looking ship over there?
Mm-hmm.
While it's terrible, we could hitch a ride with him for cheaper, and then tell everybody his name, and that he got us here, and that he's clearly reliable. We could do that, or we could ride on your nicer looking ship for maybe a little less. And again, spread your name around town as someone who is nice to work with. So we're going to go talk to others, and I'll let you think about that.
I would like you to roll. Are you attempting to deceive him, or are you attempting to persuade him?
Oh, well, I'm being honest with him.
Then persuasion.
Like, I'm not lying.
I wasn't sure if you did or did not want to go and look at the Valhalla.
15.
15. I can guarantee you he won't charge any less than 85 for the lot of you. I'll charge you 85.
Okay. Well, we're going to go talk to him and other even fancier ship, which I'm sure we won't get very far with them, but we will return. Would you be able to take us, when are you planning on leaving? We don't want to be a hindrance if you're kind enough to give us a ride.
Give me 12 hours. We can leave tonight. Or in 12 hours. I don't know if that would be night or not.
Okay.
This place tends to orbit fairly randomly.
Okay. I'm interested, though, in this junker ship, so maybe let's go see how much he will actually charge. Because if it's 75, I want some price matching.
Mm-hmm.
So, as we are walking from one ship to the other, I'll start the conversation of, doing bounties is fine, but how are we supposed to get them off-world? Or are we just supposed to turn them in on-world?
Well, it depends.
Maybe it depends.
It depends on what bounty we're taking. If it's on a certain... I don't know how... Trixitus works, but you could probably find a bounty that's on planet or find one that's posted there for off planet and then take care of it on the planet that we get to. So we might have to find a ride there and then find a ride somewhere else. Or if someone's hiring, they might be offering to give us a ride to wherever the problem is.
Okay.
Or we could always go... I mean, I know your ship is kind of MIA, but Bellaris is yours as well. Like, we actually can't get to it at all.
No, I know where it is. It's more of like... I mean, I did kind of hang on, let me make sure before I go ahead and say something. Yeah, to my knowledge, Kieran can tell me if I'm... did I steal the ship, Kieran?
Yes.
I think my ship is stolen. But like I have it hidden away, so there is some dude looking for it. This is a very Han Solo piece of, like, this is like, that's where I took inspiration for my ship situation, is like I stole it, and it's like a big thing.
Is it someone that we would need to worry about running into immediately, or an area that we need to avoid?
Kieran? I don't know the answer
unclear.
to that.
Okay, cool. Anyway, we can cross that bridge when we get there if
he's
y'all
around.
want.
Yeah, because, like, I have a ship. I don't know what it would technically be classified as, like, how big it is, but I imagine it to be kind of, it's Millennium Falcon sized.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, my ship's probably never left the planet, so it's either been impounded by a company or a village has it. That they don't know how to fly very well.
Fair enough.
Well, let's hope it's the second option then.
I mean, do you want...
We could definitely go get my ship.
We could go get either one of your ships. Do you think it's going to be less of a hassle to get yours, Hooten, if it's just been impounded? Rather than flying around in a stolen ship that could get us mighty fine killed.
If it was impounded, we're gonna have to steal the ship.
So either way, they will be in fact... Okay,
We could, we could either steal a ship that has not yet been stolen, or take a ship that has, everyone knows it's mine, they just don't like it.
Okay, cool. Well,
so do with that what you...
Where is your ship being held?
Mine is at...
It's on the planet of Azora.
Azora.
Is that more of an attained place? Because if so, we need to go talk to other people, because that might get... Like, if that's where we're going to get your ship to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
But also...
I don't know where, so...
Yeah.
Mine's more in the wilds.
Okay.
Unless they moved it.
Why don't we just get to find a job and then go from there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It's worth noting.
It's 4:00. We gotta go do something. When something needs to happen.
It's worth noting Azora. I placed the ship on Azora because it is a planet of angelic beings and pure good. So the likeliness of it being stolen fairly low.
But would they return it to the person who owns it?
I think so, because I didn't tell anyone I stole it there.
Okay.
I just took it there to, park it, and was kind of like, don't let anyone take this. It belongs to me.
Global
don't know when I'll be back for it. Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So when we do eventually go get it, the hope is that everyone there is good enough that they will have protected it.
Did you remove the tags? And all identifying information?
I mean, yeah, my information is in it because it's my ship.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Let's go talk to this junker dude.
Yeah.
We waltzing. Let's go, boys.
So.
What's this bitch's name?
1 second. You head over towards the junker-looking spacecraft, and sort of attached in the inside upper portion of the door, dropping down just as you walk over there with a loud clash. You see a 3-foot-tall kobold. He has this gigantic tool belt around his waist, and these like straps on his bare chest, and he's got these tools that he just back into his pockets, and he's like, and he turns around to you. You want to ride? You want to ride on a ship?
Maybe.
Customers. I'm Tex. It's nice to meet you. And he like tries to grab your hands.
I will firmly shake this little man's hand.
Yeah, he's you.
I will too.
He has scaled skin. Obviously, he has a little dragon man. He's a little kobold. He's got this like coppery, bronzish skin. Every so often, there's like a shinier scale or a duller scale. He's got these large, fanged teeth. These big old yellow eyes. He's like, yes. This is the Valhalla. She's my ship. I've had her for many years. Reliable. Never crashed. Always reliable.
Insight check?
Don't have truth.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, I'm joking.
never crashed. What'd you roll, Lewis?
7.
You believe
7?
every
Oh, fucker.
word. This
Woo!
is the most
Can I
reliable ship in the
also-
galaxy.
This is the best.
Can I
thing you've
insight
been.
check him?
You may, and that is the last insight check on that specific
Okay.
phrase.
Oh, not much better.
I'm thinking.
Especially since I have a -1, I got a fucking 5. So
I'm thinking that this
I also
is an
think
amazing ship.
that this
This is a great
is just
idea.
a great ship.
It's reliable.
I'm
but,
so
like,
convinced.
what are the
Guys, we
amenities?
should go with this one and not the super cool badass elf man.
Yeah. What are the amenities?
Is there a bathroom?
Not dying.
There is bathroom. There are beds. There are bedrooms. I have passenger bedrooms.
Bedrooms.
There you go.
I don't know. We have a kitchen. It might
Nice.
have pots.
Cool. So, how much are you going to charge us? Because Buster over there only wants to charge us 75 gold. So I hope
Deception.
it's not more.
I thought you said you were
16.
good at lying.
16.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
The face you made, I was nervous.
normally for a group your size, I charge about 100, but I'll charge the same thing, and I won't take your pay till we get there.
Ooh. You don't even.
Can I have that
where we were going.
in writing? Can I have that in writing?
He looks down at his little clawed hands. I don't know how to write.
Okay, well, can I write it and you put a maybe scribble to say that you approve?
Okay.
As
Okay,
a pilot,
I will
am I
do
able
that.
to inspect the ship to make sure that it is actually, like,
Yes.
not gonna die?
Yes, you may. He will not allow you inside of the engine room, but you can freely look about the outside of the ship, and if you want to walk inside, you can start to look and see if it's sealed properly.
Tell me what I do. I kind of want to go with this guy.
Can you? Yes, investigation.
Okay. What do I roll? A d20?
Yes, a d20 plus your
Yeah,
investigation
roll a
skill.
D20.
That 2 people may roll that.
Do I get any, like, advantages because I am a pilot?
You'll have
Feel
a
like
lower
you
DC. You'll have a lower DC.
Okay, I rolled an 18, and I'm +6, so
Oh.
24.
24. Got
Bitch,
it.
Maybe
how
I
is your
smart.
investigation so high?
That's the highest one I have. I don't know what.
Holy shit.
No, it's a +6. That's what she has
You have a high
proficiency.
charisma.
She has a high
17.
investigation and she can't
17.
find out what happened in her past? Look at her go.
Okay, 2 things. 1, investigation is intelligence, and she's a wizard. She's real smart, just like you. 2,
Big
you
thing.
guys both succeeded. You don't. This thing is worthy for space. How long it will last is difficult to tell, but you believe that it will work long enough to probably get you guys somewhere. Will it last till, 6 months from now? Who really knows?
How much did he say it was?
Interested in going with this guy.
It's-
75, and we don't have to pay until we get there. And I didn't even mention the fact that we offered help to the other dude. So this
Well,
is a
and we
flat rate
haven't
of
told
75.
We haven't told him where we're going. Did we?
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
We should probably do that.
So this is. I think that maybe this is the better option, to be honest. I think
Well,
we'd have
we can
more fun
also-
with this dude.
We can also go back to the other guy with that counter offer.
I know we can. That's why I got it in writing.
I don't know if
But
he's gonna budge
also,
with that
this
one.
this guy seems fun. And maybe like I could steal some shit from him. So
The party when you put a kobold in front of him. I want him.
We do. We really do. It was our.
God,
favorite
I want it
choice.
so bad.
He's like, you can
Ugh.
risk dying on this ship if you want, but you get a little lizard friend.
His name
Or
is
you could go
Tex.
to
I think it's
Way.
worth it.
He has a utility belt full of very dangerous things.
Hex sounds
God, I
pretty
want to.
close to a
I
different
want to go with
program.
this dude.
Oh, it does. It does. That's completely coincidental. Okay, so you guys gonna go back to Sanjin?
Do we want to check out the
Are
other
we?
ship, or is that like a hard? Is it does it look like it's a military-esque ship, or is it just like a
No,
big boy business?
it looks like it's just a premium star cruiser. It looks like this this is their livelihood.
Does it look like the Grandmaster's orgy ship?
No, I described it
From
earlier as
Thor
looking a lot
Ragnarok?
like Peter Quill's ship, the Milano from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I
Which
see.
is
I
really
forgot.
nice.
Sorry.
I have some copyrighted art saved, so I can send it to the. Just Google it. Just Google it. I can
Yeah.
send it to you guys. I can't post it on the stream.
Yeah.
Would you like me to send it to you guys in the channel?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to know what these places look like.
When are we doing the
These
intermission
ships.
again?
In about 5-10 minutes, probably.
Okay.
Do we even want to entertain the other ship, or do we just want to?
That's very.
I'm
Haggle.
fine with
I heard it's
going.
gonna sit on
With,
this.
yeah.
Are we just gonna go with Tex without even talking to the other guy again?
This is
I'm fine with that.
this is
I-
kind of sort of what the 3 ships look like.
Oh, that's sick. Okay.
And you
Cool.
can
I'll
assume
put
which one is
Junker ship.
which. The Junker ship is the one on the bottom that looks like it's just
Yeah.
all hell is broken loose on it.
I'm cool with it.
Let your imagination fill in the blanks, everyone at home.
I mean, I am truly okay with going with Tex. I feel like he seems like he knows what's up.
Tex, we want to go to Trixatus. Is that a problem?
Yeah. He's like looking around. He's like fiddling with his hands. No. Do you just want me to drop you off there, or
Are you?
I mean,
I don't. It can get kind of messy there. I don't really want to stick around.
Stay. That's
what
okay.
if we might need a ride back somewhere else? Is the thing. So like maybe you could go hang out nearby, and we can find a way to contact you again. I
Okay.
understand if you don't want to stay on Trixatus.
Yeah, that works. That's fine. That's good. I can do that.
What
Okay.
time do you want to leave then, Tex?
Give me just a few hours. I just need to go get some stuff.
Solid. All right. We should go. If we're trying to keep in contact with him, maybe they sell sci-fi sending stones at the gift shop.
It's just a pager.
It's just a pager. It's a fax machine. It's like a whole one.
So,
Come get us.
Yeah. Help.
to
Just that.
to fill in a gap there, sending stones are still incredibly useful because they send messages over very large distances instantly, whereas communicators, again, speed of light, they're limited. So you guys It's honestly, it's whatever. You guys can essentially have just communicate, like Star Trek communicators. They're just phones that you guys can just do that with short range with people. It obviously, you still have to speak. It's not like bone conduction. You have to speak at a good volume, so not good for stealth. If you want to, you can utilize this communicator as any what way. If it breaks, you gotta go to like a repair place to get it fixed or tinker with it. But
Do
I'll
they
basically
make-
say, they like what?
Do they make like better ones that can go longer distances, or like, you know, if you needed to whisper, it would hear you?
Yes, they make both of those. The longer distance one would probably be a sending stone. The whisper ones, those are
Okay.
things that also exist in real life. The military uses them. Bone conduction microphones. They rest on your collarbone, and you can whisper, and they'll hear you just fine.
Okay.
much
Actually,
are
really,
those?
really cool technology.
How much are those?
Fairly expensive. And also, you don't, I can tell you those would be at like an army surplus place, basically, because that's where they are here.
We're not there.
And you're not at a place with one of those. Here in the hotel, there, like I said earlier, there is a general store, a bookstore, there's a coffee shop, there's a casino. I mean, there's a doctor's office, obviously. But in terms of shops, it's pretty much just the general store and the bookshop.
Let's try the general store, and I want to see what all they have before we go on any kind of journey, just in general, not even just for a sending stone situation.
So,
And how much money do we have?
The group has.
did you guys so you guys got 75 platinum as a reminder, as a group.
Yeah.
Splitting that up, that is 15 each. That should be 15 each, right?
Or,
Or we can
I
keep
mean,
it all
we did it
equal.
last campaign, and I'm fine with that. I'm wondering if maybe the general store even has a small bag of holding situation. Or even just like a little pouch where we can keep our money.
I figure for this one, since we're not really a crew yet,
Maybe keeping our own.
we would take all the expenses out total. And then once we have the profit, we would split that evenly. At least for now, because we don't know if this is going to last.
Wait, can
So-
you repeat that? I don't understand what you mean.
So, like, we're not really a crew yet. This is just
Yeah.
a job. So I figured after we get all the expenses out of the way for the next job, then we would split the profit evenly. Instead
Yeah,
of
I'm fine
35.
with that.
So
That
I'm
makes
fine with
sense.
that too.
I just did the math. 750 gold, because that is 75 platinum. Has minus 75 if you want to set that aside, or if you want to add that together for the,
Oh, right.
'cause
We
you're right.
should probably set that aside.
So if you guys want to have that split up in your own inventories, or if you guys want to have that set somewhere
Let's
aside,
just set it aside for our trip.
who is going to carry it?
I mean, all of you know that I am a thief, so I'll leave it up to you who you want.
I mean, I could, because I can fly away if someone tries to.
That's a good point.
So
And I
everyone
trust
then, everyone gets 135 gold. That is split up from your reward from Vitra. So if anyone already added money, consider that, because you won't have that money.
135.
135 gold. That is also 13 platinum, 5 gold if you wish to do it that way. And then Hooten has also in his inventory a bag set aside of 75 gold to pay on arrival in the SS Valhalla to Tex.
Okay, cool. So, do y'all want to go look and see if they have sending stones? Or
Yes.
okay,
Yeah,
I want to
let's
go to that
go
general
items.
store
do
and see what
that
they have.
real fast. If we can find those, and maybe of like Bellaris said, a small bag of holding, just in case.
So, I would like 2 people to then. So as you enter the Wanderer's Stop In, you see a fairly rustic store. They still have, glass countertops and wooden
The Wanderers,
shelves.
what?
The Wanderer's Stop In. Stop In is hyphenated.
I figured. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You see behind the counter a male tiefling. He has short, swooped back black hair. These horns that curl up and out at first, and then swoop backwards and point up. He is wearing a gray sort of like two-piece suit with suspenders and a gray with like red accents tie swirling down. He's just sort of standing behind the counter, his fingers down, and he's just sort of like looking at essentially like a tablet, just sort of like reading through an article or something. As you walk inside, the sliding glass doors move to the side. You walk into the little general store, and you can see all sorts of stuff. There's behind the counter, you can see some things that wouldn't obviously be kept up front. There's like climbers kits and med packs and stuff like that. More out front, there's tables with random items. I need 2 people to please roll a D100 for me to determine some other things.
I can do it.
Okay, so you're going to roll 1 D100. And
I can do the other one.
Sure. So
68.
68, got it. And
What am I rolling?
a D100. So what you do is you have 2 D10s, right?
Yes.
All right. So roll both those D10s. One of them is the tens place, and one of them is the zeros place. So you see how one of them is 0, 0, 6, 0, and then the other one is just the single digits. So roll those together, and then how you add them up. If you get all zeros, that's a 100. Otherwise, just read it straight. If it's a 6, like a 60 and a 0, that is a 60. If it is a
Okay, I rolled a 5 and a 9.
which
59.
has the 0?
I don't
Maybe
know.
she
My
just has
dice-
2 regular D10s.
If she just has 2 regular D10s, then we're just gonna call that at 59.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll send you a picture of the one I have, Maris, to
Yeah.
just show you what he's talking about.
Okay. Thank you.
And okay, so unfortunately, as you guys walk into the shop, the tiefling is my name is Kyve. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Wait, what?
Kyve. I'm sorry, it's the accent. It's Kyvir. Is there anything I can help you all find, or you're just sort of gonna look around for a minute?
Do you sell sand stones by any chance?
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, I just sold my last set. I'm really sorry. I won't have any in for at least another couple of weeks.
Oh.
Really?
You're the ones that stopped the assassin, right? You got in there and you took him down.
Yep.
Took him down, if that's what you
Yeah.
want to call it.
Well, I mean, what else would I say? You save some of the guests, save the reputation of the hotel here. Just make sure you keep my business.
Yeah,
and
and yet you don't have a sending stone for us, so that's great.
I'm not going to take offense to that. Instead, I'm going to offer you some other stuff at discounted rates because I'm so generous.
Very.
Thank you.
Indeed.
All right. Well, I have stuff for types like you. I got some potions of healing. I got a drift globe for our friend over there who's got the unfortunate curse of being a human. Help you see at night and stuff. I also have a. This could be interesting. I have a little item charger. It's a little gem here, and he holds up a red gem gilded with gold. If any of you have any little magic items that use charges, this little gem here will fill it back up if you don't want to wait till the next day.
Is that like a one-time use thing?
Oh no,
or...
no! It also refills at the end of every day, but it's sort of like a little bit of an add-on to other items.
I
It's just a little fun thing. You just, you have the one in the one hand, you have the other in the other hand, and just boom, charges.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what are you in the mood for? I got all sorts of things. I got a grappling hook. You want a grappling hook?
Do you happen to have a bag we can put any of these things in? Like one that will hold a lot of things, just a shopping bag.
I also know what you're asking there, and unfortunately, no. I may or may not have sold that as well.
Who was in here before us?
Oh, well,
If you don't mind telling me.
Yeah. I mean, it's people from all over, isn't it? It's just sort of a.
Well, like, maybe we could go talk to them, because we kind of need that sending stone.
I don't keep track of receipts. Yes, you may absolutely insight check.
This man's full of shit. Hold on.
And would you have
23, boys. 16 plus 7, baby.
Okay. Lewis, I'm just gonna get to her, and then I'll get to you. Okay. All right. So, with a really good insight check, I would say it's more that he's making up that he has had these things rather than because he doesn't have a good excuse for where they went because he might have never had them in the first place, and he's trying to make it seem like he wants you to come back because he thinks that he'll have them again and you'll spend more money later.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I saw some travelers, people like you.
Oh, for sure.
But I assure you, I'll have it again. I'll get more in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get more stuff in.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. I feel like you should expose him out of game, because... Also, I eventually want... I mean, does he have... Are there communication devices similar to the rings we used in the last one? Because that made things so nice to talk to each other without other people hearing.
I've more or less just allowed you guys because it's the future. You can at least have a little bit. I've allowed you guys ones that are very similar to that, but you speak out loud. I will create more concrete rules because I realize it's the future. Communicators exist. Telepathic
Maybe we could
ones,
all get, like, microchipped.
You could. That is an option. But in terms of telepathic ones, you would ask me, like, no, I don't. Magic items are honestly really hard to come by, and I've only got what I got.
You were looking
Yeah,
for
that's not
some.
much.
Yeah, do you have any small bags of flour?
Oh, yes, that's the first thing you've asked for that I do have. And he's gonna.
I know why you're asking for it. It's smart.
It's so useful.
I get it.
In, like, every campaign.
It makes sense.
So, do bags of flour have a known cost? Otherwise, I'm going to charge you this number. But do you have...
We had to make it up before.
Okay.
Because it's just like a small pouch of flour.
So how big of a bag? Like, cup, like 6 inches by 6 inches? Or like, do you want like a big ol'...
We're just carrying a huge thing of flour.
A 1.5 to 2 cups of flour.
Alright.
In a sealed bag.
For little bags like this, I charge like, what, 2 copper a piece? So, whatever you want from there. How many? I can make up quite a few.
I'll just take 3.
3? Alright. And he sort of sets them aside. 6 copper. And by the way, after the general store, we are going to be taking a quick break. So that's when everyone will be able to step away for a second and get refreshed.
Hey. Unless... I'm gonna lean over to my friends. Unless you're looking for practical items, I don't think he's gonna have much of anything. We might want to maybe just somehow we can get radio contact with Tex until we can get a communication device for him. They have radios, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, The ship looked well enough off that it could probably stay within orbit.
I don't know if he wants to though. Is the thing.
Like, that's fuel and shit, though, that he'll have to spend just waiting for us. He should be able to go somewhere else and, like, do stuff.
Well, if there's a dock,
Because who knows how long we'll be there.
They should have a radio that we could be able to get a hold of him, or we
We
can
could
talk to him
also
about a
go
way we can get a
there.
hold of him.
We could
So-
go
so-
there, have him hang out with us for, like, 2 seconds while we go get a sending stone there. Surely they will have somewhere we can get them there.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Or,
No, you're
like,
right.
worst case scenario, the radio thing. Like,
Yeah. We'll find a way to talk to him, because we ain't letting this little lizard man get away from us. He's too cute.
yeah,
But if you'll...
he's ours now.
I don't know if you need anything else from here, but I'm pretty well off.
Do
we need to buy rations or anything like that?
Do you have, like, an inventory, Kieran, of what this guy has?
He basically has
It's okay if
everything
you
that, like in the general equipment section in the player's handbook. He's got almost all of that stuff. He's got a couple potions of healing.
Okay.
He has a drift globe, and he has the how did I call it? The item charger gem. So
That
you
seems like it might be a good investment.
he's got thieves tools if you're interested in grabbing a set of them. He's got ball bearings, mess kits, oil, caltrops, candles.
And I
Okay, I'm
could-
reading.
A couple of small gems if clerics or wizards are looking for anything to burn.
That's a good question. I do want to pick up 2 probably lesser healing potions just in case.
Okay, so
Yeah, I feel like,
potions of healing are 40 gold apiece here. So there's there are 2 potions of healing. They're 40 gold apiece.
I can get one if somebody wants to get the other one.
what are we getting?
Potions of healing. They're 40 gold each.
And they are the 2d4 plus 2 healing.
I mean, yeah, we can... Yeah, I wanted to get one for myself as well, so...
Okay, so yeah, for 40 gold, or 4 platinum that is, you can feel free to...
Yeah. Okay. So I have 104 gold. Moment. Okay, I'm looking through the equipment just to see if there's anything I'm interested in.
So yeah, good old chalk, costumes.
Does he have just like a regular pouch?
Yeah, he's got pouches. It's
I feel like-
It's apparently 5 silver for a pouch. He'll charge you 4 silver.
Okay. I don't have any. You wrote a 9 in silver, I think, but it's extremely faint, so I can't tell.
Oh, it was probably erased then.
Do I? Okay. You didn't do a great job. So I don't think. So how many silver are equal to?
It's scales of
gold
10.
again, 10.
Scales of 10.
So how much is that then? Can you just tell me? I need help.
If it's 4 silver, then you're marking off 1 gold and writing in a 6 in the silver spot.
Okay, that's fine.
And that's it. And then you have a little pouch.
Okay, so we have a pouch for our money. This can just, so now that I've taken that level in Blood Hunter, I have proficiency with alchemist supplies. Would that
Yes.
include alchemist fire, which I don't even know if the guy has, but
So alchemist fire is different from that, and he would not have alchemist fire. Also, alchemist fire is not good. I'm gonna be blunt.
Something.
I'm gonna be blunt. It's not
Well,
good.
thank you for telling me, but okay. Ooh, what? just acid. Throw it someone.
Acid is more okay. I'd say he'd have because you're proficient with alchemist supplies, he has the stuff to make acid.
Okay. Sure. How much would it cost to like buy all of that?
To make how many vials of acid are you looking at?
Give me the price of both wanting to make 1 vial and 2 vials. Please.
So, I hate how much this costs because it should not be that much. The stuff that you would spend for 1 vial would be like 5 gold, so therefore 2 would be 10.
Oh. Yeah, I'll do that. And that's as much as I'm gonna buy, though. I'm done now.
Okay.
Do you have any shackles
I mean,
or
yeah,
handcuffs?
I got some manacles, I think. It's been a while since anyone's asked me that. Alright. Yeah. And he finds them under the counter. They look like some pretty heavy-duty manacles, and he finds the key that went with them, double checks that it unlocks them both. Yeah, it's a gold for this set. They look like they would fit they would look like they would fit a small or medium creature.
Okay. I think this is going to be useful, so I'll buy it.
Alright, so that's 1 gold. Mivice, is there anything that you thought that you would want? Just something random? Do you think you have enough rations for the trip?
I don't think so at the moment.
Okay.
How much for 10 days of rations?
Yeah, I don't know, 3 gold. Is that alright?
I'll do it.
Does anybody else need any supplies?
Marielle is silent in the back, T-posing, slightly glitched into a wall.
I don't need anything at all, she says.
Mm-hmm.
She says, actually.
Actually, I need,
A
I need
bucket.
squirrel bones.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That sounds like her.
I think I ate a squirrel last week, so hold on.
Oh no. So
All right.
if you're all done with the general store, you walk outside and turn towards your next destination, and at that same moment we are going to go on ahead and take a break. So we will see you all very soon, 5 to 10 minutes, and when we come back, hopefully we'll be refreshed, have some more water, go to the bathroom. Good stuff. All right,
Yay.
well, see you then. And welcome back. So, where we left off, everyone was finishing up at some shops. Where to now?
I guess back to Tex, right?
Yeah, is he ready for us?
Or we can just hang out until...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should just wait at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
Well. So, in the meantime, you could go, because, I mean, it's only been, like, tops an
30
hour,
minutes.
and he said give him a few hours. So you guys could
Oh.
just wait in the dining area, you could head to the casino, you could go,
What about the bookstore?
go to the
Is
bookstore.
it pool
It's
party
called the book club.
time?
Could
I
go.
guess
I want to
it's-
go in the bookstore and see
Yeah.
what's there.
Okay. So you guys
Pick it
head
up.
over
Maybe
to...
they got some.
You guys head over to the book nook. Inside, you see a human woman named Rose. She's got a little name tag on as she's walking around fixing up some displays, moving some books back onto the shelves. what would you like to do? You want to ask if she's got something? Do you want to just look around?
Yeah, she got any spell stuff?
Oh, absolutely. There is an entire section of the store dedicated to scrolls.
Ooh.
Give it to me.
So, here, they have first and second level scrolls. The costs orbit around certain price points based on their level. They do not have any cantrip scrolls because they're useless. So, you can either, we can either roleplay this out and you can be walking along with her. But the basic idea is you walk into the store, she introduces herself, you say, hey, do you have any stuff or spells? She guides you over to the magical section. She would also inform you, actually, we also have endurance spell books for types like yourself. They are very special. Unable to be burned, unable to be saturated with water. They do not damage by sunlight or by cold. Also...
Well, I have a spell book already, but I don't know if it does all those things.
Well, then it probably does not. It also does not deteriorate with age. An endurance spellbook is a very useful item. However, if you were to just buy the spellbook, you would have to recopy all your spells. You could alternatively buy an enduring spellbook transmogrifier, which does cost more than just buying a book. But you could just drop it on your existing spellbook and make it into an enduring spellbook. It's a little blue... Oh.
How much is that?
1 second while I consult my price catalog. And she looks over. The enduring transmogrifier, that's going to run you 90 gold, but it will make your spellbook unable to be burned, damaged by water, or deteriorate with age. Which means you'll never lose your spells, supposing you don't lose your book.
That is kind of a lot.
Or drop it in acid.
We don't know what we're going into. You might... I know it's a little expensive, but it sounds
Someone
like
might have
really...
to kind of...
I can help spot a little
Okay.
bit. I only have 95 left, though, for myself.
I have 93. Well, so I do have 7 platinum, which I forget. So what? That's another 70 gold. So I have some money left. So
Okay.
I will do that because I have 93 gold active. So I'm just gonna...
Well, and
Go
throughout
ahead.
the rest of this trip, if anybody needs to spot anyone, we're not getting anywhere without any of us, so we have to kind of stick together.
I want to make sure I didn't write this down wrong. Like, how much gold were we given from that last mission?
You were given 135 gold from the last one.
Okay.
Yes.
Each, not together.
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so, Sophia, I have sent you what an enduring spellbook is, but what she hands you is a little blue gem, and she instructs you, now just hold it above the cover of your book and drop it. And as you do, which do you? It lands on there, and a gold, like a magical gold ring, think like Doctor Strange, appears above it, sinks down, and then gold, like lattice, begins to envelop the book. And you see these delicate patterns begin to forming over it, and your book is now shielded. It is enduring. It will last probably longer than a lot of people here will.
That's fucking sick.
Perfect.
May
Like I
see the
said,
spell
your
book?
book can now pretty much only be destroyed with like acid, because
Acid or something. Okay.
yeah, that's like
Well, and lucky for you, we have things to fix that.
Mhm. Mayvice, this may also be something that interests you. An enduring spellbook.
It was 90 gold.
Is 90 gold.
It's probably worth it.
I highly recommend.
Because think if you
Okay.
ever have to go underwater, you then can't bring your spellbook unless you have a pocket dimension. All right. So if you
I think
spend,
that'll bring me down to 90.
okay, if you spend, I'm sorry, what was that?
No, you can continue.
If you spend the 90 gold, then you can also drop the little blue gem on the cover of your book, and it will change into an enduring spellbook.
Okay, I think I'll do that then.
All right. Now, here is that.
Do they have any tabloids?
Tabloids.
perusing?
Yes, I'm assuming that they would. What are you interested in specifically?
If they have any Midrothians, I want to look at them.
Okay. So,
I would walk over. Do I notice you doing this?
I'm not. I mean, I walked away after y'all were talking to her about your books. So probably. I'm not being secretive about it. I'm just looking.
Okay, I want to come behind you and be like, "Are you looking for yourself in there?"
Me in a tabloid? Are you joking? No, I just sometimes I wonder what's going on back there.
It's more, it's kind of a letdown. It's general gossip concerning other celebrities, not necessarily the people that you're looking for.
Okay.
Maybe they'll show back up. But
I'll put it back. I just wanted to look.
you can assume they're listening to some people in their lives and shutting the fuck up.
Interesting. Okay.
No. Is there anything anyone else was interested in purchasing spell scrolls, or in reading up on other topics, or on going to other shops?
I was going to ask if there were any like technical documents or manuals that would aid in any type of repair that we might need to undergo.
That's
traveling
very
in space.
general. You'll have to give me a little bit more than that. Are you looking for The Idiot's Guide to Repairing Spaceships?
Something like that.
Is there
I mean,
a printed out WikiHow?
It would be more like a general how to fix, this, like the ins and outs of the transmission of your car, and it's only for gas-powered cars that are made between these specific years that use these specific types of fuel. I mean, you could probably get a couple how-tos, but I mean, a lot of it, being a pilot, is stuff that you would have picked up. Like, that if the compressor starts making this noise, you either have to change the fuel in it, or the fluid in it, or do something like that.
More about tips for making good seals. Or emergency hull repair.
Oh, well, that's just stuff you would have picked up already. Good fact for everyone out there, if a hole is ever punched in a spaceship, you will not be sucked out through it. You can literally stop it with the palm of your hand.
Good to know.
Yep. So all you'd have to do in that case is just, like, cover it with something airtight. Like, I don't know. You could put like a seat cushion up against it and just like tape it down, and it's fine.
Fantasy Flex Seal, please.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, there probably is some sort of sealing agent on ships, at least on ships that are well stocked. If you want, you can go to the general store and pick some up.
That man is a liar.
It's
It's
Space Seal by Phil Smith. By Smilfif.
Beautiful.
He's a little grung. He makes boats out of his tape. But then he just jumps off of them anyways, because he's a frog. I don't know. Do you want some seal? It's probably not going to be very expensive.
Sure.
Okay. If you just head back to the general store, Kyvier's there. It's just like it's a tube like this. It will probably, it'll seal a couple of things. It's 5 gold.
Okay.
It's like,
and
if
do you have any duct tape?
Flex tape.
He's got some duct tape, yeah.
Take one of those too.
That would only be 1 gold for just a single roll.
We can
I
make
mean, I'm
little
making a
wallets for
joke
each
about
other.
flex tape.
Mm-hmm.
No, I want a little hair bow.
We can make headbands. Hootin', give me the duct tape.
Friendship
It's
headband.
for emergency use. You
But-
can buy your own. It's cheap.
That's so. But it's
No
okay.
fun.
No fun. Hootin'.
I'd rather have duct tape when there's a hole in the side of our hull.
I didn't say you weren't right. I just said you were no fun.
All right, so you
Okay.
have at least a couple of hours remaining. Is there anything else you guys would like to do, or you just want to wait it out?
Oh my god. What else are we supposed to do?
I've been
much is
I've been
going?
dangling the casino in front of you guys. If you don't want to
Wait.
do it, you can
Yeah,
just...
let's go there.
Shit,
I have
let's
no
go. Let's
money.
go. I can.
Oh,
we
wait,
can,
yeah,
I'll
I
pay
have
for
no
a
money.
game.
Guys, we got a couple
No.
hours. And then I pull out the flask.
Oh no.
No.
Should we do drugs and go to the casino? That'd be so fun.
We should all drink this.
This is
I'll drink the
not
soup
the
and go to the casino.
I won't be gambling. But
How good is everybody's constitution?
Could be
Because you might
better.
die. If you roll a
Better.
1, you might die. That is the risk we play here.
Nope, I will not be having any soup.
No? Okay.
we got a babysitter.
We got a trip sitter. Our fantasy trip sitter.
I can't heal you though, is the problem.
I can heal people if you wanna.
I don't want the soup.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. Alright. Let's save it for a time when we get her to loosen up. How about that?
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, good luck with
But I
that.
do think we should go to the casino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't go there just because I was dangling it. I just wrote it.
No,
and
you said I
Oh,
forgot that you
no.
said
I mean, what
games,
else
and
are
I
we
want to
supposed
play
to do?
games.
Okay.
And we're gonna go and get a job, so I don't necessarily need to keep all this money that I have right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you head down the stairs, past the. I forgot that. I completely forgot. I'm actually going to break everything for the next minute or two because Tabletop Simulator has crashed, but it's still displaying an image. So,
Oh, fun.
I'm actually going to now shut it down, which will destroy all of the cameras and then get it back going and fix them.
That's okay.
Yep, they're all over the place now. Let's get back in Discord. And the cameras are fixed. And then, so, it is back this way, past the pool, past the bar. There's down a staircase. The map wasn't really too important. I just wanted to make sure the tabletop was running so that I could do stuff if we need it. You head down into a dark, dimly lit, confusing maze of a place, as all casinos are designed to be. Behind a counter where you can exchange one type of coin for another because they don't use chips. They just... Because in a world where we're not working with bills, we're working with coins, it's a lot easier just to use the coins. But you can exchange any type for another. There's a warforged named Locke. He is quite a large fellow, sturdy, made of like a dark steel. Inside of this place, you look around, there are electronic roulette, slots, and craps tables. There's also person-to-person dice and card games being played. The ones that I have specific rules for would be slots, roulette, craps, and blackjack. Beyond that, it would just be skill-based rolls that would either use dice or cards or chess skills.
Blackjack.
You want to head over to blackjack?
Are you paying for yourself, or do you need somebody to spot you?
I'll pay for myself. So wait, how is it gonna work?
Okay.
I don't understand. I've
So-
never gambled, so.
When you sit down at the table, it sort of clicks on, and there's a little screen in front of you. There's no one else currently at the blackjack table, so you're playing against the house. You sort of see a light click on, above you a light clicks on, and then the screen in front of you asks, set your bet amount, and a little coin slot opens, and it says anywhere between 5 and 50 gold. You have to ante at least 5 gold. If you win, you get double your money, or the pot if 3 or more people are playing. The house will always match your bet.
Okay, so may convert. So
Wait, so people can play.
Yeah.
So more people can play at the same
Yeah,
time.
a bunch of people can play all at once. If you want to go down there with Bellaris and try to...
Yeah, I'll play Blackjack.
Okay, so 2 people are down there. So because there's now 3 people going, everyone's best bets must match. So Bellaris and Mayvice have to put down the same amount. The house will match your bets in kind. So if you both put 5 gold, house will
I'm
also
just gonna put 5 because I
Okay,
can
I'll
do
do 5.
4.
Okay, so the house also puts 5, which means whoever wins gets 15 gold. How you play is you roll 3d6, and you can choose to roll more and more and more. If you ever go over 21, you lose. Once the last person settles, we all reveal our numbers. The dealer wins ties. If there are ties between you guys, you have to keep rolling dice until someone goes over. Like, you have to roll at the same time. To see who can get higher and
Okay,
higher
so
before you
it's
lose.
just d6s
Yep.
until you get.
So you start with 3d6, and then you can either stop at 3d6 or you can keep going.
Okay.
The order does not matter. All that matters is you decide when you settle. Right?
Okay.
Yep.
So
Unfortunately,
Okay.
this is the only one that I couldn't make work exactly. There are no actual blackjacks.
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna roll my 3d6.
Okay, I just rolled my 3.
And you can choose to keep rolling more and more.
Okay, I think I'll do it
And
again.
do we have to roll all 3 at once, or?
The first 3,
We do
you
one
might
by
as
one.
well. Because you have to. You have to roll.
But after that?
After that, you can roll as many as you want or as few as you want.
Okay, I'm rolling another.
The number to stop at is 21. If you want to stop earlier, that's fine. If you go over 21, you lose automatically.
Shit, man, I'm so close. I'm gonna stay. I'm at 17.
Okay.
I'm at 14, but I think I'll. Okay, I think I'll do one more. 15. Okay, one more. 20. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh!
Are you all set? Are you all settling?
Wait,
Yeah, I rolled 7 of them and I got 20.
Okay.
I want to roll one more time.
Okay.
Hey, yo, wait. I'm at 19. I still haven't, but I didn't beat Maris. However, I'm gonna stay at 19. I'm not brave enough to roll again.
The house busts. So Maris wins.
Hey, yo.
Mayvice, you're now the
Maris
proud.
wins.
No.
So you now you put in 5 gold and you
15?
get back 15. Yes.
Okay, cool.
The house had 16. I rolled. I'm like, oh, I just have to not roll a 6 and I'm fine. I rolled a 6.
Nice.
You may keep playing this. There are the other 3 games as I outlined. Slots,
Anybody want to join us?
Slots?
I'll
slots,
play a game.
roulette, and craps.
I want to
so
check out slots.
Hadley wants to do slots. All right, this is fun.
Yeah.
So how this works is you roll 3d10 and you have to tell me the order that you get them because you're
Okay.
actually I'm getting ahead of myself. You first have to deposit 1 gold. Your 3 things then start rotating and rotating because you are playing a slot machine. You determine when
Yeah.
you stop, as akin by your rolling 3d10, and then I will tell you where you stopped on and if you get any straight lines or any diagonals.
Okay.
So you put 1 gold in, and then you roll
Yeah.
3d10.
Okay, hold on. I have to get them.
Oh, you're fine.
That's my little thing. Okay. Oh, do you want me to roll them all at once, or you said one at a time, right?
Yes, the order matters because if you
Okay.
get
First one's a 5,
Mm-hmm.
a 6, and then a 4.
Oh, that was so close. Unfortunately, you do not win anything as your lines produce no lines anywhere.
Okay. Can I do one more?
You may.
All right.
That's the
I'll put
danger of the
another gold
casino.
in.
Keep going in.
I know.
So,
Slots are the worst, dude.
yeah.
They get you so easy.
if you get 3 matching numbers, you get 15 gold. If you get a diagonal, you get 10. If you get sevens in a straight line, you get 30. If you get diagonal sevens, you get 20.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
A 3.
Uh?
A 2. I hate it here.
Oh.
That's okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is again no lines.
Alright, I'm done now.
Okay. So, by the way, the faces of all of these are not actually numbers. 7 is. Other than that, they're not. 1 on your dice is a beholder, 2 is a ghost, 3 is a devil, 4 is a lich, 5 is a giant, 6 is golem, 7 is 7, 8 is a unicorn, 9 is a mimic, and 10 is a dragon. So when you're rolling through, it's scrolling through all these little characters, and you gotta match up your characters.
That's so cute. I love that. Does anybody else want to do anything?
So Craps is actually just the game Craps. It's literally played with D6s, so of course it's just gonna work. And then Roulette is a function of a D20 and a D6.
I'm just watching you guys.
Okay. So Craps, you bet any amount between 1 and 25 gold. Roulette is anywhere between 1 and 50. Blackjack is 5 and 50, and slots are always 1. If you want to play individual card games, you can set out the rules yourselves. If you want to play dice games, it seems like because it's only 11, 12, like in the morning basically, or afternoon. There's not a whole lot of people here. There's people milling about like the slots, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone really in the mood for games. You can incite conversation if you wish to see who's around, or if you just want to kill the time and say that all of a sudden you're leaving with Tex, you can feel free to say so.
Do any of y'all want to do anything around here?
I don't have anything in mind.
I mean, I don't have that much money, so I don't want to keep gambling.
Is that and playing again?
Oh, they would indeed be playing tonight, but unfortunately you're set to leave before that they...
Okay.
They are here.
I was like, we should go see them if they were playing, but we don't really got the time.
Yeah, they're set
Okay.
to get up on stage probably after you leave, unfortunately.
Okay. Cool. Well then if y'all want, we could just head out with Tex then.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Go.
So,
Yo, first,
Road trip!
road trip. There's no road.
The
There's
galaxy.
no
There
road.
is
is
no-
no. Look at us go.
Roads, where we're going. We don't need no roads.
I was waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
The music starts playing.
Yeah. You all head outside. You find Tex making sure everything is all set on the SS Valhalla. As you begin to board up inside, you all can see the following as I get a map out.
Oh boy.
Objects, components, boards. Map. Here. Import. Here. Cloud. Here. Import.
You're doing it.
I am. It's loading.
Woohoo.
Okay, because it's still like the...
Alright. I'm gonna move you 5. Yeah, you're there now. Oh boy.
What happened?
I don't know, it just flipped. It's having fun. So you 5 enter into the main body of the ship and can find the following. It's a little bit eclectic. There's sort of a small area over here near the back. Your rooms are this one and this one. There's only 4 beds. But also in the ship, there are crew members. So as Tex walks you all inside, he introduces you to the following individuals. He points you towards someone working in one of the panels on the wall, a mountain dwarf, a male. He's like, "That's Thorgrin. Don't bother him. He doesn't really talk too good." And you just see this guy grumble. "I'm fine, you fucking idiot. I don't know what the hell you're all about." And you just keep walking. Stepping out of a bathroom, just kind of like still pulling his pants up, is a really tall air ganassi, a male. He's got this swooped back cloud-like white hair that almost seems to float. And he's got this like orange and brown leather vest on. And Tex is like, "That's Tempest. He's the pilot. Whenever I need to walk away, he's the one who takes over for me." And Tempest just like gives you all a wave. He's like, "Yeah, it's Yup." And he just walks back over towards the cockpit, just kind of dazed, but you know, he seems like he's in the right spirit. And then lastly, Tex walks you over towards this gun station over here, and he knocks on it, and you just hear a bunch of banging on the inside, and then a voice shout out, a woman's voice. She's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you knocking? I told you." And then the door slams open, and you see a really short halfling woman with this wild blonde hair. "I told you I did not want to be disturbed," and slams it back. And inside, you can just see that it's like full of smoke. You get this weird smell of like fruit and herbal notes. Not weed, but a weird sweet smell. Very strange. And then the last crew member you're introduced to is not a person, as a displacer beast, a 6-legged panther with 2 tails, bamps into the room, nuzzles up against Tex, and then vanishes away, appearing at the far side at the doorway over here, laying down on a little rug that is not pictured. And Tex says, "That's Mira. She's a sleepy one." "Oh, the crazy one in the gun room, that's Leola. I don't like to bother a lot of these people. They just kind of work here. I also don't know the last time I paid any of them." He then happily jaunts over into the cockpit. "This is where I'll be. That or in my room over there in the corner." And he points to this one. I'm going to label this in a second here. That's the captain's quarters. This is where Leola sleeps. This is where Tempest sleeps, and this is where Thorgrin sleeps. Mira sleeps wherever Mira wants to. If any of you have any other questions or other stuff like that, we can begin the journey. But sort of, you're told, don't go in the gun room. Knock if you want someone's attention in the cockpit. Don't go into the engineering bay. Don't go in the cargo hold. You're allowed to, peruse the kitchenette areas, obviously the main table. You have free reign to your rooms. Bathrooms, not pictured. There's a bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just start on the journey.
Okay.
Who's bunking up with who before we...
And who is going to sleep on a sleeping bag half the time? Or in the same bed?
I'll do it. I'm used to it.
Okay.
Who's cuddling?
Who's cuddling?
Not me.
not me.
Goes.
Hooten.
I'll sleep on a sleeping bag.
Hooten always
I'll do
loses
it.
nose goes. He doesn't have a nose.
Yeah.
Do owls even sleep at night?
I
Yes.
do.
I think Hooten has trained himself to be diurnal as opposed to nocturnal
Okay.
because everyone else is awake during the day.
It depends on what I do.
I can stay with Hooten, and the rest of you ladies can stay together.
Is there a large branch I can use?
They're a large branch.
Well,
I love
if
the noise
so,
of
that's the room setup. I will now overwrite so I have that, and I'll get minis for them if it's necessary. But for the moment,
We start combat with the crew.
yes, exactly.
I start fighting everyone on this ship.
Were we told why we shouldn't go into the cargo hold?
Because it's not your stuff.
Don't.
It's like asking an airplane if
I'm
you
just
can go
curious.
around
Wait,
in the
this
underbelly.
little lizard man, remember?
What if I'm just curious about what they have and I
If-
don't want to actually
He is
steal
the
anything?
kobold bard with bagpipes. That is Texas meaning.
If you are curious, then you could ask him. And not make it look like you're betraying his trust when we need him to get us from this planet
Fine.
where we could die. Just a thought.
I hobble on over to Tex and say, "Hey, I'm bored. Can I just go look at the things you have in the cargo bay?"
We can have a supervisor for her, I promise.
Can you roll a persuasion check? I guess is the first thing I'd ask you.
With advantage, maybe?
No.
Okay. I tried.
You're asking a lizard
Okay.
if you can rummage around in his basement. I don't think he's gonna
Persuasion,
want to.
correct?
Yes.
19.
Ooh.
It's like. Why? Why do you want to go down there?
I just told you I'm bored.
You've been on here for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do.
He looks around for a second, grabs a little e-reader,
Do I look
clicks
like I-
onto the
I mean,
best seller for this season, and just hands it to you. Read. It's like I don't know, the space equivalent of Twilight number 46. It's
Hell yeah.
Tusks of Love in space.
yes, Tusk's Love in
Yes,
space.
so Maris doesn't know, but that's from Critical Role.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't.
It's like a romance novel that says cybernetic
Yeah.
enhancements on the front of it. It's like the Fabio type thing, but it's
Mhm.
a cyborg.
Do all of you guys watch Critical Role?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe I'll watch it.
We'll have to get you on the bandwagon, my
Yeah.
guy.
I'm just kind of looking at minis here. So, as you know,
So that's a no then.
that's
With a fucking 19 persuasion?
that. Yes, the DC is higher than that.
Damn.
butler,
Okay. That's fine.
What's down there?
Oh, it's fine. I'm just shocked.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a thieves
Well,
toolkit.
I guess I. Well, I don't
We could-
want to thief anything. I just wanted to go see what he had.
Yeah. But I have like a picking kit probably.
You could try
Okay.
and persuade one of the
We could get in
other
trouble though.
people. You could talk to Tempest, the agent, I see. If you're
I
really
don't know if it's
curious.
that smart.
Yeah.
I was, but now I'm like, he said no, and I mean, like,
Mhm.
not that I'm a big rule follower, but I don't necessarily want to make people on the ship mad at me. So.
Yeah. We literally just got here.
How long is this trip supposed to last?
They estimate that the trip is gonna take you about 4 days. It's like 96-ish hours.
Woo!
Those colors are fine.
49
So what is there to
bottles
do?
of beer on the wall. 49.
Literally, we're sitting there playing tic-tac-toe.
Well,
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take a second here, and I'm gonna make some. I'm gonna get some stuff ready, just in case, and we are gonna start traveling.
Getting in a space.
He said, just in case, so hopefully not.
We'll be onboarded by the Galactic Empire.
Oh god.
And then I save that because that took me minutes. All right, now that I'm no longer busy with that. So the first few hours of the trip go by without issue. You are able to, begin to sort of figure out the, the layout of the place. You've moved around the areas that you're allowed to go into. It's going to be a couple days, so you might as well just kick back, I don't know, write stuff, try to talk amongst yourselves. What do all of you want to be doing during this trip before we get about? Because you're already a few hours away from the hotel at this point.
I don't know. What
So,
is there to do? Literally.
We could talk about what kind of job we're looking for.
Sure.
What y'all want to do.
I don't want to die.
Well, that's.
tell
I
you
feel like
that.
that's the number one thing.
The risk should always be worth the reward.
Yeah. Is there anywhere y'all are not willing to go? I would like to avoid Midroth if we can.
I thought you were
Um,
from there.
Yeah, but I also got into a fight with my husband, remember?
Yeah, but how, I guess not to pry, but how easily could he find you that you're worried about,
Well, I guess if we stay away from certain areas, we should be fine. But if we go to Midroth, be prepared that we're going to have to kind of lay low. But I do have connections there, but it's also... That's going to open up a lot of can of worms if we try. Maybe that's a later on type thing.
I really,
good to know.
Yeah.
I really think next, after we do a job or two, just bounty hunting, I think that we should at least get a ship, so
I
that we don't
completely
have
agree.
to rely on charters.
We could go get mine. I'm cool with it.
Okay. That can be a right after this type thing if you want.
Yeah, I'd kind of prefer to have my ship with me because I am I'm not super concerned about it being taken, but I'd rather
Well,
be
if
using it.
all else fails, we can stop here, see if they have a listing for a job planet, go grab your thing, and then go where we're going so that the rest of our friends here don't necessarily follow us.
Hmm.
If we don't want them to. I don't really know where we're at right now. Or we can just let them go about their business. Either way. But I didn't know if there was anywhere else y'all didn't want to go. Because if you need to avoid something, I'm not trying to open up anybody's shit.
I don't know that we necessarily want to go to where I'm from. I am wanted for murder there as well, so...
Yeah, okay. So that's out of the question.
It's-
Unless absolutely necessary.
Out of the question.
And
Yeah.
I'm not the only murderer there, is the
Well, yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's got a lot of problems.
If we're looking for bigger work, we might be able to go to Helios 2.
Do you have connections there or something?
It's the head of my order.
Oh,
It's
Oh.
the
That
capital of
sounds
the
like-
Green Liberators.
a good plan. Okay.
We'd probably need a ship of our own first, though.
Okay. Well, if we go get Polaris' ship after this.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
eventually we should probably revisit yours as well.
Yes, I would like to get it back. I'm quite fond of it.
Hmm. Okay. Well.
Mm-hmm. So, all right.
Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm just reading stuff.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I will need someone to roll a dice. I just need to figure it out. Right.
I will.
So, as the first day of travel comes to a close, we begin the second day. The first day was delightfully uneventful. Could someone please roll me a d10?
I got it.
Go, Lewis, go.
10.
10. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Oh no!
All die.
Nope. Just means that we're doing this right away.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Exciting. What is it?
So, about halfway through the second day of travel, you hear a loud bang from underneath in the cargo hold. As at this time that Tex comes out of this, yells, Thorgrin comes out of his room. Tex yells, says, "Get down there, see what happened. Take Mira." And Mira goes over to him. The two of them go downstairs. And then it seems like they'd never call back. However, I will tell you all, about half an hour later, Tex comes out, says, "Hey, did he ever come back upstairs?"
No.
Tex then grabs radio on his shoulder. "You're alive." It hisses for a second, and then you just hear, "Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm fine. It was just a box fell over down here. Don't worry, I picked it back up. Mira and I should be coming up soon. I just had to check on
Insight
something
check?
else."
Can I insight check a radio?
I'm gonna
I don't
say
believe him.
no. And then
Quickly before he comes back up the stairs, I'll look to each of you and say, "This same code as before."
Yep.
So we know who we are.
Okay.
Good thing I wrote it down.
Yeah, good thing I wrote it down.
This feels fishy.
so
Yeah, for sure.
you're all going onto
I
alert. You're all
agree.
grabbing at your stuff. Okay.
And where's Tex at right now?
Tex heads back into the cockpit whilst
Are there any
these two are downstairs.
crew members out in the main area?
No, Leola is, as always, in her little gun pod. Tempest and Tex are in the front. You all
I'm
can-
I'm gonna go down to the cargo hold then.
Okay. So,
So
is anyone else going with her?
For the sake of everything, if I get asked what I'm doing down there, I'm gonna say I got lost on my way to the bathroom, then I was trying to find my way back, and I don't know where I am.
Okay.
Probably
Are
you
you-
shouldn't go by yourself.
I was attempting to ask. Yes, is anyone else going with her?
I mean, if it's locked, I can use my thieves kit to pick the
You're in.
door.
What?
Is your phone working?
Oh, Look at
Not
that.
very reliably, but
hey. Yeah, Mavis, if you want to go with her, Hooten, do you want to stay here or do you want to go? If we
can
all
always say that
disappear,
we-
it's gonna look suspicious.
well, we closed the doors, right? So we just
hmm
pretend like we're in our rooms or something.
So, are you all going down there?
Because he didn't come back up, did he?
No, not yet.
Okay, let's go check on him. Just to make
Okay.
sure he's alright.
Alright.
I'm going to move this map so that I can put the underbelly map on here as well.
This
So-
feels like a bad idea. I'm gonna say it up front.
I don't think he'll kick us off the ship if something
I'm not
is
worried
really
about
wrong.
him kicking us off the ship. I think that there's something fishy going on down there.
Yeah.
And me and my
Oh.
13
Bonus
armor
custom.
class are kind of worried.
Come on. You can do it.
I'm excited.
I believe in you.
I want to know what the ruckus was.
There we go.
One Among Us sus.
Doing it.
Yeah, it's that Amogus.
Where's it at? Oh. Whoa. Fancy.
Okay. So it is an irregularly shaped lower deck. I'm going to put these two sort of back in their spots. And the 5 of you are heading downstairs. I need to shrink you all a little bit. A little bit more. Who wants to be in front and who wants to be in back?
I mean, I have no shame. I'll be in the front.
I'd probably be further to the back watching flank.
I'd probably stay toward the back as well.
Well, I guess my advice, that means that you're sort of in the middle. Unless you'd like to be directly in front.
No, that's alright. I'll be in the middle.
So you enter into this irregularly shaped bottom. The majority of this is the cargo hold, all of that. But over to the left here, behind sealed doors, is the engineering room. Because I've never asked, what is everyone's passive perceptions?
14.
9.
15.
Maris might need help. She doesn't have sheets yet.
Is it just the skill number?
It's 10
It is-
plus that skill number.
Yes.
Yeah, 1, I think.
All right, so 11. Cool. That is your passive perception, 11.
Okay.
I believe I can assume Marielle's as 16 because elf, so automatic proficiency in perception, and 19 wisdom. Okay, so as you head down to the cargo bay, Dr. Hadley and Marielle spot tiny blood spatters dotted around the room. But most of them lead that way. And there are also little bits next to an air grate over here.
And are the
Due to your passive perceptions, you can notice
people-
those if you would like. I'm sorry, what did you say?
Oh, I was just wondering if we see the guy who came down here and the creature.
You do not see him directly in this area. I would ask if you'd like to make investigation checks, or because the doors to the engineering bay are sealed, if you would like to head in there. You can tell me what sort of precautions you would like to have up. Both of you wizards have mage armor up. It has not been 8 hours since you woke up.
Hey, y'all. There's something wrong. Don't know if you want to. I mean, we can go into the engine room, but there's also some blood splatter over by the vent. Maybe we should go up and tell Tex.
Yeah, like that might be a good idea.
Or we could also be irresponsible and go into the engine room by ourselves.
I think we should
Both?
get them
Okay.
at least, just so that like we're all aware that there is something
Yeah.
going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Because maybe he could help us if he knows
Yeah.
something we don't.
Okay.
I think that that's a good idea.
I'm gonna scale these guys down. They could be a little smaller. So. You guys head back upstairs. You head for the cockpit?
Yep.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Who is doing the knocking and who is doing the talking, and what are you saying?
I can knock. Tex, we have a problem.
And he sort of opens the door. He's like, what's going on?
Now, don't get mad. But we got worried about your friend, and we went down into the lower half of the ship, and I think there's something wrong. There was blood leading into the engine room,
Oh,
and
that's a problem.
there was some near a vent as well.
He gets on his radio. Sargon. Hey, Sargon. Shit. And he gets a little bell out, and he tries ringing it, and he's like, oh, this is a problem. This is
no.
really bad.
Can you share what's going on with us, please?
Oh, I have no idea what's going on. I just know that this is bad. I've seen enough movies.
What's in the engine room that can be causing people to bleed out like that, sir?
Nothing. I was actually about to ask you the same thing. What did you bring on my ship?
We have all of our stuff up here with
Literally
us.
nothing.
Yeah.
We need to go back down there. We're wasting time.
Yeah.
Where do those things lead?
Hadley, I would like you to please roll a perception check, an active one, because there's when you say that something perhaps might have actually come aboard with you, and I need you to be aware.
Oh shit! I figured it out, and I got a 15 plus 5, but I think I know what the problem is. Can I go back to my room and check my bag?
Mm-hmm.
Shit!
There's
Shit!
a hole
Oh
in the side
fuck!
of your bag, Dr. Hadley.
Shit!
And a broken glass jar.
The little mind flayer slug. I was gonna check it before we left, and I totally forgot about it.
Yep.
Oh, that's
I
really
knew
not
we
good.
should have gotten rid of that thing.
That's.
Yep. And so,
Okay.
with that, the game is once again on. And you are now the targets. Enjoy. What would you all like to do first?
Well, let's go back down there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tex and Tempest and Leola are now aware. They tell her, and they're gonna basically barricade themselves in their rooms and continue the trip. But they're not. They're just gonna basically reduce airflow to their vents because you've told them that something could be there, and you guys head back downstairs. What do you do?
We're gonna have to go into that engineering room. Fuck.
Yeah.
Do
So
the-
we'll go back down there.
Do the blood trails from the engineering room lead to the vent?
It doesn't look like. It looks like the directionality is from here to here, but there's a gap in the middle.
Oh fuck! It changed into something else.
Okay.
This is great.
Let's check the engine room first.
So,
Okay.
Hooten, I'm assuming because you said that, you lead the charge in.
I take out I materialize my double-barrel shotgun
Mm.
and then aim it at the door. How does it open?
It opens, it's a sliding door.
So there's like a button on the side?
Yes.
Okay. How about I prepare an action to shoot a aggressive attacker if someone else presses the button.
Okay.
I have a question, Karen.
Yes.
Is the little slug thing Fae, Fiend, or undead?
You do not believe so. In your expansive knowledge of Fae, Fiends, and Undead, this thing is unlike that. If you would like to roll an Arcana check, I might be able to reveal to you its creature type.
I would.
And one other person may also roll an Arcana check if they wish to reveal its creature type.
18.
I'm just gonna tell you that's good enough to beat the DC. No one else needs to roll. It is an aberration. Now,
Okay.
Hadley, you said you would open the door. Hooten, you are preparing an action to shoot.
Yes.
So as you do, Hadley, press the door, and inside it's like the heat leaves the room. Like immediately you are doused with cold air. This smell of iron fills your noses. The lights in the room are flickering and sparking, and you see his body slumped up against one of the pipes in this room, missing its head. There's a gaping area in the neck is Thorgrin. There's claw marks all over his body, the walls of the room.
Oh shit.
Oh, it took over that thing.
Oh, and he
Oh, we're
rang the
all
bell.
gonna
We need
die.
to go check on Tex.
Yeah.
Didn't he just ring
Oh,
the
God.
bell?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Let's
god!
Yeah.
Oh
Let's
god!
move up there.
We gotta go back upstairs.
So,
Run.
here's the thing. You go back upstairs. Everything seems normal here too. You head upstairs. The doors are
No.
closed.
We're going inside of. I want to go inside the
The
cockpit.
Okay, are you're all heading up there?
Yeah.
You knock again. You just hear from the other side. What? What's going on? You just left.
Tex.
Open the door.
Uh,
We have a worry.
you hear scratching along the ground as a door opens up. He's still just there.
Oh, we think it attached itself to Mira.
Fuck. Oh, that's bad. That's. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, your crewmate had
What is it? I'm assuming you said
Well-
it. What is it?
We.
Not we.
It was
Not
me.
we.
It was me. We just came from the hotel, you know, and there was that whole thing and that happened with the assassin. Well, there was some sort of situation with that guy, and once he died, there was this little slug in his body that I took a sample of it, and I think it got loose, and so it basically can connect itself to whatever consciousness it wants, and they become rather violent most often.
Fix this.
I would
It's
love
my
to.
ship.
Can you give us that? Is that a bell to call Mira?
Yeah. I don't know what kind of good it's gonna do now. Something has her.
Okay. Well, Can I borrow it just in case?
Yeah, sure. And
Okay.
he hands you just a little bell.
Alright, so we're gonna try and fix this. But is there anywhere Mira likes to hide on the ship, maybe?
I mean,
Or a food that she like? Do you have treats?
well, normally we just have some stuff for her by the table, but we don't have anything right now. In terms of place, I mean, she likes to hide in the dark downstairs. I think that's just a cat thing, though.
What abilities does she have?
Well, she's a displacer beast, so she teleports all over the place. That's what she does. She can go wherever she wants, through walls.
Could she leave the ship?
Theoretically, yes, though that'd be a terrible idea.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Do you know, like, is she immune to anything? Resistant?
No,
You know,
she's
stuff
just
like that?
a six-legged teleporting cat.
Okay. Alright. Well, just keep yourself in there, and if you hear anything or anything comes out of the vents, let us know immediately, okay?
Will do. And as he goes to push the button to close the doors,
Fuck.
all the power in the ship shuts off. And you are thrown out of hyperspace, screeching to a halt, spinning in the blank, black void. As the red emergency lights kick on, at the far side of the room, you see a hulking, six-legged, mutated figure. It's got these two legs that have almost morphed into arms in the front, and these four massive, muscular ones in the back. The formerly pure black fur of Mira has been overtaken with a pinkish, purplish flesh, with this exposed brain in the front, and these massive separating jaws in the bottom that almost seem to undulate underneath it. Where before she had these two elegant tails, now she has these barbed, almost grabbing appendages behind her. You hear this laughter rolling across the ship, entering into your minds. Oh, how foolish you were to let me live. Man, I hated getting shot in the head. I think it's time for some payback. Don't you think? As you see this thing hunch down, and it takes one stride, teleports, lands on the table, strides, and leaps towards you all. And we're gonna end the session there.
Oh shit!
As the Mind Flayer tadpole that was at one point inside of the changeling has now entered into Mira and fused their abilities together.
That's fucking freaky.
Oh.
And that is what happens when you roll a 10.
Oh my god.
God damn it!
So blame all of this on Lewis. Everything on
God.
him.
Fuck.
What if he had rolled like a 1 or a 5? I want to know the levels.
We still have other days
The
to
like-
go through.
There's more days.
Oh, that's true.
If
Never mind.
so, we're entering a little bit of the post session now. We're going to wrap up here in a second, but I'll say there's more days. If you guys finish this early, we could still roll on that table again. It's travel. But I'm not going to roll simultaneous events. That would be chaos.
Yeah.
But I think that is where we're going to end today's session. So thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Again, in just a couple days here on Friday, another episode of How to Homebrew, this time on feats. We will see you all next week. Thank you very much for joining us. Have a good day. Bye.